Hi, everybody. Happy Friday. How's it going? We're doing something a little new, a little different today. I am not only just streaming on Twitch today, but I am also over on the TikTok for my first time ever. Get everybody on here. We're missing a few people today, but it's okay. We will survive. We will indubitably survive. I hope. I really hope. We did fight off Salad last session.
Human,
Hi,
you're just
everybody.
eating human. Thus humanoid.
Hi, bye.
You're a humanoid.
Your face is a humanoid.
It could be.
So, Zombae, since you're like the first time on TikTok, do you want to do like the whole, what we're up to so far, so everyone can find out
No,
what we've been up to?
I do not.
Over on
I'm
Twitch?
terrible at speaking. I do not.
Do you want me to sum up the campaign for TikTok then?
Sure.
Yeah, why not? Let's go right back to the beginning and start the story where we all began. Let's get the map of Barovia up.
What does Barovia got to do with the beginning? I thought the beginning was we were just yelling and screaming at each other all the time.
Oh, that too, mostly.
We usually do just yell and scream at each
And
other.
we'll move us all the way down here. Here we go. Do.
Up.
I'll just wait to make sure it's all loaded up on your screen before I begin. So, we begin the campaign entering into Barovia on behest of a small bunny professor. He's asking the party to try and find a sudden spirit sliver of a character that may or may not have died in a previous campaign. Accepting the 100 gold pieces on return of this sliver of person, the party entered Barovia. 2 urban bounty hunters, Bup and Dessel. ZeTian, a giantess from the east. And Bay, an acolyte of the Church of Apep. Entering into Barovia, the first town they come across is the town of Barovia itself. To which they start to investigate and realize the town is not exactly normal. Destitute and full of unlife, they find their way to a strange manor, the mist guiding their way. They fight through the manor, finding all sorts of undead items and trinkets down in the barrows, where a golden raven suddenly flies past them whilst they're fighting some ghouls and heads into the basement. Down in the basement, they see a wereball currently performing some inane rituals, with a now golden human injured in a cage on the floor. Releasing the person, they realize it is in fact a were-raven by the name of Elizabeth Durst. The person they know is to be one of the owners of this house. Her husband, turned into a giant mimic that actually controls the house itself, has tried to kill the party on numerous occasions throughout. Dispatching of the husband Durst and leaving the house to burn, the party then starts to roam around Barovia. They find many peculiar things, attempt to create an underground fighting ring, to which goes nowhere, spoilers alert, and start to intercept the workings of a coven of hags that are selling baked goods to the people of Barovia. After accidentally telling the mayor of the town about the underground illegal fighting ring, they are suddenly aware of Strahd making his way to Barovia in a fit of rage. They climb out the back of a church that they're currently occupying as Strahd himself walks in. As he starts giving some sort of inane justice of his own design to the clergy, the party manage to escape Barovia and heads towards the river They are accosted by even more beasts of Barovia. One giant crocodile that attacks them, managing to kill it. They find a strange purple crystal has replaced its heart, and even one inside of its child still in an egg, which they kill in cold blood, like all the old ladies that they deal on the way.
They're bad.
Yeah, we did not
They're
kill
bad.
blood.
Old hags. Okay.
They continue along the river, and they find the camp where MAAADDD, who is the origin of the golden light that continues to help them around. Also, TikTok went off by the looks of it.
Did it? Oh.
What was that mean?
It still shows for me.
Yeah, your TikTok went blank, just so you know.
Yeah, well. It is what it is.
Oh, there you go, now it's back. Heading to the camp, they have their fortunes told by MAAADDD, and they get given 5 cards, which I can bring up in the journal and show everyone, because why not? Because it's been a while. And it's a good repeat for everyone else. Here we go. The first card drawn the 4 of Mercenaries. The card telling of a history and knowledge of ancients. And it informs the party that something they seek lies with the dead under a mountain of gold coins. The second card that is pulled is the 5 of Coins, the guild member, telling of a powerful force of good and protection. It seems to be in a dark room full of bottles in the tomb of the guild member itself. The third card drawn the 7 of Swords, the hooded one, telling of a weapon of vengeance that could be used against Strahd, a sword of sunlight, found in some faceless god at the end of a long and winding road deep in the mountains. This card, they decide, seems to be indicating the mountains to the south, and they do head off to this. The fourth card, the card of Mists. It sheds light on one that is likely to help them in their struggle against Strahd. And they have found this person, a Vistani known by Esmeralda, who is being sought out by someone that they knew at the time as Rictavio, but now know his true name, Rudolf van Richten, whose tower they currently reside in. The final card, the card of Artifact, tells them where their final encounter with Strahd will take place. The enemy, creature of darkness, whose powers are beyond mortality. It leads you to him. He lurks in the darkness, where morning light once shone in a sacred place. They have no idea what this card means, and they can only think to what it means when they enter Castle Ravenloft. After having their fortunes told, they manage to make their way from the camp and past Castle Ravenloft. Seeing 3 ravens that are circling up above a head and using some smart ideas of using Speak with Beasts, they realize that the wall ahead is possessed by a demon, and instead of going through the gate, they make their way through the forest. However, this may have been a bad idea. As they head through, they realize that there are a lot of wolves around. Wolves everywhere. As they continue along, they do a couple of random battles against wolves and manage to head out towards the top of a hill, where they can see in the distance a familiar looking windmill, one they had seen before close in Barovia, the home of the hags that were selling the baked goods. Thinking that they can't let them escape, they decide to re-enter this area. After a fight with the hags, unfortunately, a certain member falls. Salad, beloved member of the party, dies, giving its soul over to the lycanthropy that it has suffered from, and heads deep into the forests. The party themselves take control of the windmill and are able to move it through the forests, to where they find being hounded by more wolves that player's new character, Adriana. Joker makes a deal with a kitsune that is covering the entire forest in fog, that he'll get vengeance for it in exchange for some of its power. Out of the forest, they now appear their first visit to Vallaki, where they find very strange things going on. A courthouse that tries to make them guilty of a crime of murdering everyone in the North Province after defending it from an undead legion. They find Adriana is very promiscuous in this town, leaving the marks of Adriana on the necks of her victims. They find an old lady, an alchemist, who is very willing to make them some medicine, but they find out that the recipe she was going to follow was for other purposes. Procuring some rations, speaking with Adriana and a few other townsfolk, they make their way to the Vistani camp just south of town, to where suddenly the mists of Kitsune envelop the whole area again, and before they were able to do anything, one of the huts is on fire. One of the characters secretly decided that he was going to get revenge and not tell anyone else, murdering the occupant and taking several books of his pleasure. Eventually, there is another fight with the undead Kitsune cubs. Destroying those and managing to convince the Vistani that it was not them, they continue on to where they find Rictavio at a crossroads. Rictavio asks them if they will find Esmeralda. They say they will, and make their way back to town. After another refresh stop in Vallaki, meeting Kali, a Rakshasa demon who is willing to give them some crafted items in exchange for thingies and information. They start to head out to the west. After heading west, they head to the town of Kresk. They manage to enter inside, realizing that the village itself is not very well off, and the only thing of note is some mongrel folk, and a man who is attempting to build a bride for Strahd himself. The party realize that staying here is not the best idea, and instead attempt to recruit some cultists to join them in the windmill, which they have now dubbed the Church of Apep. Realizing that one of their quests that they picked up, a man named Carl back in Vallaki, couldn't really be left here, they decide to make their way to try and figure out what is south of this area. Adriana, not willingly, but tells the party of a small temple down to the south, near the base of the mountains, to where they find an undead faction dedicated to a silver dragon. They are informed of Strahd's history, about Tavania, who was his loving wife, the one that the man in Kresk was trying to replace. And they tell them about a temple hidden deep within the mountains to the south, and how the place they find themselves now was dedicating to defending it. After getting this information, they eventually decide, instead of going to Rictavio, they're going to go to Vallaki, which I hadn't prepared for that session.
Whoops.
So they head back to Vallaki, to where the town is on fire, destroyed by some roaming golems that they can see. Immediately, Bup, the pixie rogue, decides to attack, not realizing just how quite strong these creatures are. They level half of the town, and being weakened they decide they need to recuperate in Adriana's house, hearing the screams of the villagers nearby. Unfortunately, by morning, all the screams have died down. They head over to the eastern gate to see if there's anyone alive, and they see nothing but slaughtered villagers all around. They head to the center of town where they spy a bigger golem waiting for them, and they see Strahd, who mocks them for being in Vallaki and being unable to save it. He makes some comments that are unknown to whether he's telling the truth or not, regarding if he destroyed the town or whether it was someone else and he merely enjoyed the sight of it. As he flies off in the distance, the golem activated, following a large fight between the golem and the party. Managing to win, they finally make their way to Rictavio's tower, to which Bay very quickly deduces the puzzle at the front of the tower and manages to open it up. Getting to the top, they find Rictavio, who eventually reveals his name to be Rudolf van Richten, a vampire hunter looking for his final kill before his death comes and claims him. Esmeralda stays with Van Richten, and they agree to help in the final fight against Strahd, should an appropriate signal be made. As they are meeting and making these dealings, Dessel realizes that there is a commotion going on in the forest outside. Using the spyglass that Van Richten has been using to track them in their windmill, he noticed that there is many creatures in the forest just around the river. They set up Esmeralda's old carriage to explode, destroying many of the wolves and werewolves that had chased them down. It seems they're attempting to reclaim an orb that they accepted from some were-ravens on the way back. As the wolves and the werewolves retreat, and an owlbear is put to its death by ZeTian, a large, bone-like creature appears. As they fight, many of the party realize that this creature is in fact their lost party member, the one who died to the hags. Eventually, they are able to calm him down enough in order to speak. He claims the orb that they received on top of his own that he seems to be holding, informing the party that they must destroy Strahd before they have anything to do with these orbs. As he walks back into the forest, that is where we left off.
Hells yeah.
A very Cliff Notes version of everything that's happened in a year, but you know.
Has
Hopefully
been
that does enough
for you.
justice.
Damn.
Oh, that was pretty much everything.
I love you. Ah, thank you,
Okay.
Disco.
Great recap sketch.
Thank you, thank you, thank
I missed out a
you.
few things for time's sake, but
Yeah.
I feel that sums up the majority of what has happened.
You can always watch the VODs over on YouTube.
And alright, pluggo.
Uh-huh.
Gotta do that plugging. Right.
I feel caught up. You should.
Where we left off then. You had just finished the fight with Salad. Salad has since retreated into the forest with the orb.
Yup.
You guys are currently very much on death's door.
I'm okay.
What do you plan to do?
But yeah, other people are not.
Oh, well, if you don't feel like you're on death's door, maybe I should hit you harder next time.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not on death's door. I haven't lost anything.
Right, you guys keep saying that. You keep saying that. See what happens.
Just saying. Just saying.
Alright. What do you guys wish to do then? Any
Just
plans?
saying,
for the
I
future?
also still can blackmail you
That is true.
by putting you in the car.
In the
Nope.
car.
I have my pillow now. You're not allowed to put me in the car.
I would like
Hey,
to.
Batman Pillow doesn't accept you from being mean.
I would like to go to the werewolves
Okay.
And start harvesting some like bones and eyeballs and if there's any, internal body parts like a heart or maybe a liver, whatever I can gather.
Can you roll for me a perception check to see if you can find any of their corpses that weren't thoroughly ruined by the massive fireball you set off in the middle of the fight?
Yep.
When's the next installment? Right now.
14. Of all the ones that were in the fight, there was only really one that wasn't absolutely charred and beaten alive. And that's the one that would die roughly here.
Okay.
Just by ZeTian's feet. There is also one wolf there if you wish to try and carve that up.
Sure.
Alright. I'll close the thing, don't I? What do you wish to carve up first, the wolf or the thing?
The werewolf.
A
The
woof.
Alright.
Woofity woof.
The wolf.
The woof.
The world.
Okay. So, as per the rules I've sent you when it comes to harvesting, first you're going to need to assess it to see what it is you can actually take off this creature. Since it is a humanoid, technically speaking.
Yep.
Let me just make sure I'm on the right page again, because I haven't done this very much myself either. Just for those interested, we are using Helena's Guide to Monster Hunting by D&D Shorts. Here we go, harvesting. Alright.
Short D&D. You are.
What things do you wish to try and harvest from this creature? It seems relatively intact.
Okay. Either one or both of its eyes and some meat
Okay.
and with the meat maybe some fat. If I can figure out the difference between the two.
Okay. So you want 2 eyes,
Yep.
meat, and fat.
Yeah, meat and fat. Yep.
Okay.
Meat, fat, eyeballs.
Can you go ahead for me and roll? Make sure I've got the correct check here. It's the only problem with the checks, we're on different pages. I'll just go for the things I've sent you.
We'll figure them out eventually.
Can you roll for me a medicine check to see what you can take
You
out?
got it. You got it. I can do one of those. Well,
Yeah.
I'll take a 10.
See what you're able to get hold of. I'm pretty sure you're able to get hold of everything that's underneath what you roll, essentially.
Yeah.
So, trying to carve it up, you absolutely mess up this creature's body. You aren't able to harvest any meat that is usable, as you constantly bust intestines open all over it, contaminating the meat. You are, however, able to get 2 eyes.
Cool. Okay.
So you can have 2 humanoid eyes to your cooking inventory.
Yeah, I gotta make that.
I would. What I would do for that, I just thought about it, would probably be a little easier.
Can I make
I
a
will
bag?
give you. Yeah, I was going to grab you a bag
Okay, and then I'll just make stuff in
and
it.
just keep things separate. So item, bag. Let's have a look. Just want a backpack or something.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it not? Oh, because Owini is RD, of course.
Hilarious. You only got 2 eyeballs.
2 eyeballs from a
You
whole
can make a
body.
kebab. You can make a kebab.
You could make a kebab.
Yeah. Eyeball kebab.
Alright.
Eyeball kebab. Tasty. I'd try it.
I will
I'd
make
try
it a bag
once.
of holding. We are basically ignoring the things anyway.
Wait. Yeah.
And I'm going to call it a bag of foodstuffs. There you go.
Perfect. Eyeballs.
There you go.
Okay.
So you have a bag of foodstuffs.
Bag of
So
food.
if you just want to add in there anything you can add. I'm just gonna quickly see if Helena's. So I do have Helena's on here, but I don't know if they put in the components. So I'm just gonna have a quick look. Helena's feats, journals, magical items. Nope. Players, races, subclasses, tamer. No, they don't have it on here, unfortunately, by the looks of it. Which is a bit of a shame. I was wondering if there'll be a drag and drop thing in here, but there doesn't seem to be. Oh,
I'm
wait.
just gonna put rations and then change what they are.
Yeah,
So-
that'll do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll do.
Cool.
As I said, like, we'll ignore the weight just for the sake of it.
Yep.
And I'll make it an artifact legendary thing. It's part of your feat. Your patron has decided that you get this magical pack. As you take the feat chef. Okay. So you managed to obtain 2 eyes.
2 human eyeballs. Yep.
Are you going to attempt to grab
Yeah, let's-
anything from...
Let's try and because I messed up the meat now. Let's try to get the meat out of the wolf.
Sure.
The meat and the fat out of the
So
wolf.
for this one, this would be a survival check in this one, because it's a different
Okay.
kind of creature.
Yes. Okay. Boop. Can you turn off the mod? That'd be great.
No. You get to suffer.
I rolled a 4 2 times in a row.
We don't deserve to suffer.
You look over the creature as best you can. You can see that there might be a little bit of meat left, but it's going to be really hard with your harvesting check. So,
Okay.
make sure I'm doing this correct. Oh wait, just a combine of 2 ability check. Oh, I'm supposed to add that together. I knew I messed this up. So for the previous one,
Oh,
just rereading to make sure that I'm right. I have actually messed it up ever so slightly.
okay.
You got the assessing and dexterity check.
Oh, I have to dex check. Okay.
Yeah, so can you make a dex check as well for me, please?
Alright, I'll make 2 of them, right?
Just 1.
Oh, okay. Just
It gets added to your assessment check. So your medicine was assessment. This is your thing. So a 13, you do manage to get a bit of flesh then. So you can
Okay.
have flesh, but you don't manage to get any fat.
fat. Okay. Okay.
So for this one, survival check is 8. And can you also make for me a list of what you want? What do you want to try and receive from this beast?
The same. More flesh and fat. Then.
No one eyes?
You don't want to make more kebabs?
I'll. No, just think of me. I don't know. We'll have human eyes.
Wait,
Okay.
what?
So you're going for flesh.
Yeah.
Where's fat?
Flesh.
Okay, go ahead and add for me a dexterity check as well, please.
You got it. Oops. There you go.
Yeah, excellent. Then you manage to get 2 chunks of flesh worth eating
Cool.
and 1 chunk of fat.
Excellent.
We'll see if you can cook these into delicious meals later.
Yes. Yippee!
Okay. Good, Dessel. Since Dessel wishes to collect his silvered arrows, 6 are still good, which is fine, but 3 burnt up. So, can you roll for me a perception check as you attempt to locate them? They're quite shiny, so it shouldn't be too impossible to find them. 13? You're able to find 2 of the arrowheads, so if you spend about 10 minutes during the next downtime, you'd be able to fletch them back on. So whilst Adriana's deciding to make mincemeat out of a werewolf and wolf, what the rest of you want to do? Any plans, Bear? Bear's very quiet for once. I don't like it. You were taking a bowl, weren't you?
Well, I was so intrigued on listening to what's going on with this cooking. I was not thinking for myself.
Yeah. Is there anything you wish to do before we leave the battlefield?
I don't think.
You might not have anything. It's perfectly fine.
No, I really don't.
Okay. Then, with the battlefield clear of any things you wish to do, what is your objective? What do you plan to do? You have lost the orb to Salad. You are starting to run somewhat low on rations that Adriana has become so desperate to try and cook monsters. You have Esmeralda and Rudolf van Richter behind you, currently waiting for you to go and take on Strahd. And you have the location of a possible item to kill him, down in the Temple of Amber.
Yeah.
What do you wish to do? Group decision, really. There is also the Mad Mage that some of you seemed interested in to try and locate.
I
who's
was
nearby.
interested in him. What are you guys feeling?
Adriana's not paying attention, and you see her kind of go closer to the forest and start looking for things. I'm just gonna try and find spices.
Okay, bye.
Adriana's like on a quest for food. She's just like,
Dessel, what do you think? Hello.
No, you're so quiet tonight.
Joker fell asleep.
Joker?
you just
Joker, no!
Oh no, Joker.
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 Well, I guess it's just me and you, Jade.
That would be
You hear snoring come through the
night.
microphone.
Sure, hey, we are
Yeah,
short-handed
super.
this evening.
Oh, he's typing.
Oh.
Oh, technically there is also the winery. I just saw the Joker's typing.
Wait, can you list all of them written out so that I can visually go back and forth?
Sure, so if you go to the actual chat box rather than being on the thing, you have the winery, Mad Mage,
The
Mad Maid
Discord
apparently, Temple of Amber, and or you could always, go and attack Ravenloft, I guess.
You guess.
Yeah, throw caution to the wind. Just go and take him out.
That does not sound like a good idea at all.
chat? Type
When
in
you
Mad
suggest
Maid.
Anything.
Mad Maid, huh?
Mad Mage.
Yeah, Mad Maid. Yeah,
Uh,
it's the Mad Maid.
Well, I feel like Temple of Amber is our ender.
Yeah, it's the Mad Maid. It's a complete typo over the years. Everyone thinks it's a mage, but it is actually a Mad Maid. That just cleans everything.
Was that Ravenloft again?
Yeah, Ravenloft.
Yeah, who's there?
That is Count Strahd's little home that you may try to invade at some point.
Right. I have a chance at potentially getting something in the winery.
But then don't we have a place that we can find a weapon that kills Strahd
Yep.
fairly decently? Maybe we might want to look into that.
I agree.
Or we could just go and attack Strahd.
No. That's a
No,
stupid
I-
idea.
Attacking Strahd is like the end all. Some sort of sunblade. So, between, I guess, the Temple of Amber, Mad Mage, and Weiner.
Yeah. I think we should go to the is it the temple where we get the weapon?
Probably.
Yes. The temple would be where the card has instructed you to go.
Sorry?
The temple is where the card instructed you to go, yes. Or where you think it instructed you to go, I should say.
We can definitely go there first if you think that's the best idea.
I think it's a decent idea, not the best idea, but if everyone is happy with that.
It's time for us to shine.
Yep, you gotta shine.
Alright, off to the Temple
Shine
of
like
Amber.
a diamond.
Off to the Amber we go.
Okay.
Is that where we want to go?
Well, seems like only you
It's
two
only
are
up to
voting, so
us.
yes.
Adriana's fine
Okay.
with that. So, yeah.
Great.
Did
Let's
did I
go.
find any? Did I find any spices in the forest? Like maybe like some oregano or something, or like maybe like mint.
Oregano.
Go ahead and roll for me.
I don't know,
This would be
survival.
harvester's check of some kind, so we're probably talking herbalist kit. Do you have herbalist kit or anything like that?
I don't. But it
Then
does
just
say
go
with
ahead for me.
it does say with
and
the
roll.
cooking utensils. There's a thing, but yeah.
Yeah, just go with a wisdom check.
Okay.
Actually, no. Go ahead and use your cook's utensils because you know what these herbs
Yeah.
look like.
Yeah.
go on.
it's,
Go ahead and roll your
uh,
cook's utensils.
cooks
And if you pick up herbalist kit later, I'll give you advantage on it.
Okay, hold on. Edit. It's not letting me click it. Where are they? Oh, it's in my inventory. Everything's all over the place. Cooking utensils. There we go.
All over the place. I'm getting used to the 2024 rules.
It says I can improve flavor or detect spoiled and poisoned food.
Yeah.
I don't think
Just
I can...
use it and, because you know what they look
Oh,
like, so you've got proficiency in something that would make sense for this check.
Yeah.
Because you're
wisdom.
looking specifically for that. Yeah.
Well, damn it. Also, wait,
Oh,
that's not
um,
right because that should be +2, but still, I got a 1.
Yeah, it's still a one. So with a 3, you look around and you find some things that you think of spices. So you take some.
Great, fantastic. Love it.
It's your choice if you risk using them.
Yep,
You're gonna poison us all.
Great.
love it. Fantastic. All right, cool. Floor spice. There you go. Yeah.
Both
great.
floor spice means everything nice.
Then 5, 10, 15.
Yeah. How long?
If you're going to move the windmill,
It's like a month's journey. We don't have the gold for it.
it
Wow.
would cost
Nobody-
you around
Did nobody think
400
of this?
gold.
400? Oh, my gold didn't carry over.
No, it's gonna be more than 400 if it's 30 a day.
30,
30.
60, 90, 120, 150. No, it's about still about 400. So it's about the same
I think we
distance
can-
from there to Crest because it is from there to the mountains.
I
think we
think
could-
Although I
you're
suppose
forgetting the
the
weapon
weapon
is over here somewhere.
Yeah, that's true. So it'd actually be closer to 600 then. You are correct.
Yeah, we might
I
have
was-
been answering that.
I was going hair in my head.
Yeah.
Could we not take
good
the
one.
windmill to about here?
And then we turned
You
around and
could.
spent a lot of gold.
Yeah, what if we take it just off of the road and like into either like this forest?
We never confirmed it could cross water.
Yeah. Or even
Maybe
yeah, just
here.
somewhere out of the way. So I mean, it's a big place, but like yeah, it's a big thing. But
So
as
you're
long as
going
we
to go
move
off
it,
the beaten path to attempt to get there.
what? Oh no, I meant from Rictavio's tower.
Mm-hmm.
If we go from Rictavio's tower to like in this patch of forest, or just outside of it, or something like that.
Bear in mind, you
Oh.
left the windmill near the Lucky.
Oh, we did leave it. Oh, okay, never mind.
That's where the purple thing is.
It's
purple
right.
purple
It
thing's
should be like
Ah.
right here or something.
Oh, okay.
The purple mark. Right there.
We could
Yeah.
leave it
Yeah.
there
That's windmill.
and make the journey ourselves.
We would save a lot of gold.
Yes.
Taking the risky path.
I mean, if we took it to about here, it would save us a lot of time, though.
Technically, it's your
Your
building. You can choose what you want to do with it.
Yeah, yeah. I'm okay with us going there, having a long rest, and then leaving in the first thing in the morning.
Well, we're going there. Is the long rest? It's like 4 days.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, we just leave it at dawn, not at night. That's what I mean to say.
Sketch never imported any of my gold from my.
Yeah, I
other
forgot to do that too.
one.
Did everybody go new sheets?
I have a new sheet. Yep.
Yeah.
Ugh, I'll do it next session.
Not doing it. As I said, I'm not forcing anyone to change. Completely up to you guys. So you're going along the river?
200 gold, 9 silver, and 6 copper.
I don't think we have enough for 600.
Well, to get to where we need to go, it's squares. 1, 2,
Well,
3, 4,
It
5.
doesn't seem like my goal has been transferred, so
Yeah, I
I
probably
only
feel.
have 96 gold, fortunately.
It's approximately 16 squares if you went in a straight line somehow. If you were flying through the air, which isn't a real thing, but you know. So you're looking at probably. So it's, and I don't even know where the actual place is. So approximately at least 10 squares on that, because you got to go around things.
Mhm.
Probably.
Yeah.
You're looking at like 26 squares, 30
A piece.
30 gold,
Yeah. That's a lot.
or 15. So 30 times 15 roughly.
That's 450.
Because it's 2 squares a day, right?
Yeah, 2 squares a day, roughly.
So it's like 2 plus weeks in one direction.
Do we move faster than the house? The house, yeah?
No.
Or no?
No.
No.
We outran wolves in
What?
the house. Wolves caught up to us when we were running to the house.
I'm on the wrong sheet.
I mean, you can probably dash, but you can't sustain it. We never did figure out what killed Balaki.
That's true.
I'm just saying. The Mad Mage is somewhere around the corner.
Okay.
And then the winery's to our left, but that could be just for supplies, probably. Which we're out of.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, technically, yeah.
I don't want to split up the party, but I do have a way to transport maybe 3 of us, maybe
Where?
on a ghost horse
Oh, to where?
to the house as fast, like faster.
Oh,
If we wanted that, I don't know.
I think Phantom Steed you can do more than 3, can't you? I think it's
Uh,
Well,
Phantom
it
Steed,
says
yeah.
it says one or another, but I'm assuming Bip is small, so I don't have to really think. And then like maybe Bay could be behind and like hold on to Adriana. I don't know, but I feel like Dessel and ZeTian are probably too large to have like 2.
I think Phantom Seed is 2 larger ones, 6 smaller ones, 3 medium or 4 medium.
Well, it just says
No, it's just one large. I
Yeah.
must be thinking with it one.
no, it's
I
a
had,
large.
I had it in my head that was like a flock of Phantom Steeds. You know, I mean,
No, it's a large creature, but I'm saying the large creature can only hold what, 1, maybe 1.5 medium creatures, right?
oh no, I know why. But I'm not sure if you had the ability to do it.
Yeah.
But I know your characters, I'm not telling you.
Yeah. So
We are right around the corner from the Mad Mage.
Good, check out the Mad Mage.
I don't know. Whatever you want to do.
Somebody pick.
What do we need to pick? Mad Mage?
Who suggested going by the river, by the way?
Bunny.
Me?
Adriana.
No, I didn't say by the river.
No.
No, I said to the temple.
Yeah, she said to the temple, and you said skirt down. Oh, Zombae said skirt down.
I said skirt down here.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't.
Okay, so Bay, you have to choose.
Well, that's only because we can't confirm whether it goes over water or not.
Yeah. But if we need supplies, then yeah, maybe we should go to the winery.
I would assume the winery has supplies. The Mad Mage might have some stuff. But the farthest journey is the mountains.
Bunny, I've just quickly sent you a message in Discord that might be appropriate to your conversation currently.
No,
Okay,
it's good. It's just to say you
one.
suck.
That may make you wish to go there more or less. That is completely up to you.
Okay. Okay. Adriana wants to go to the Amber Temple, so
Is the Amber Temple where we are heading?
Well,
south.
that's the farthest spot. Somewhere, I don't know exactly where, but somewhere over here. Bottom
Yeah.
of the map. I'm just gonna pinpoint the tip of the mountain.
You
Just
can
the
go
tip.
that way if you
Just the tip.
desire, Bunny. I just figure it's your character, so you're deciding whether or not it would be nice to go that way or not.
We have to go
Yeah.
there eventually, no matter what. The other ones are optional.
Yeah.
We didn't figure out what killed the town really, and there's offers of stuff if we go to the winery.
Yeah.
Or we can all go back home.
We just fuck off home. Yeah,
We gotta
I'm
win
done
a lot
with
of this.
Barovia. Let's go.
We gotta win
This
a lot
place is gone to shit.
of it. I vote Mad Mage. Somebody else pick something.
Okay, Mad Mage.
Not exactly how voting works, but all right.
Automatically we're outvoted. So.
Is the Mad Mage where we find the weapon?
But ZeTian very specifically wants to go for the weapon.
But
Yeah,
we need
the,
supplies.
no, the weapon's down here. So, oh, now where's the tip? There's the tip. Right there, somewhere right here ish.
So realistically,
there.
it's more deciding which way you're getting to the Amber Temple. Whether you're following the river, following the main road, using the windmill or not.
I guess, what does it benefit us for the Mad Mage?
That one's a complete mystery.
Yep, it was
like
a
the
complete
mystery
rumor
box.
that you heard, and you didn't go against. You have no idea if he's even alive. You just
I mean,
presume
I've
there's a
wanted
Mad
to
Mage.
find him since the beginning, so.
Yeah, it's the
close,
mystery.
so-
It's the mystery box.
Yeah, it really is the mystery box.
Pandora.
You could walk up there and there's absolutely nothing there.
Yeah, he could be dead by now.
What
nobody knew.
direction is he in? Technically.
Somewhere up here.
North.
He's north of the river or the lake. We don't know exactly where.
Oh
You'd
my
know you'd
God.
have to cross the lake to get to him.
Or go
Okay.
around it. Yeah.
That's far.
Somewhere
Okay, so it's the Pandora. Sure. Okay, I got
Yep.
it.
I just figured because we're already up here, but it doesn't have to be that way.
I mean, technically, you have to come past this way eventually anyway.
Hmm.
Well,
To get back to
kind of.
Raven.
Ravenloft's over here though, so we don't really have to come back up this way.
Yeah, I mean, you could go over the mountains, very cold.
We could go around on
It's
this
dead.
side and end up back
Can
down
I,
here
uh,
and find mystery areas of its own. But
Before we leave, can I go to Octavio and ask him if he has like any like food ingredients like garlic? Because I don't think that counts as spice.
garlic's a spice,
Extra.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm thinking like if he has
like-
like broccoli, like other like things you
Okay,
could
yeah,
throw
in
in.
the
Broccoli's
ways
not a
we're
spice, that's
classifying, I
poison.
would say garlic is a quote-unquote spice. For
Spice?
what
Okay.
you-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Broccoli's
okay.
not a spice; it's a poison.
It's a poison. I'm thinking like
I
don't
love
know, if he has
broccoli.
stuff. Butter.
We just changed a
Yeah.
little bit of rules for the cooking just to make it make a bit more sense for what
Yeah.
we're doing in this campaign. So yeah,
Yeah.
for what we're stating is spices. Yes.
Yes. Okay. So I'm just see if he has spices.
You're asking me if I have spices? Garlic. As a vampire hunter.
Yes, I feel like you would have had that.
Oh, he keeps up his bum.
You have been watching or listening to too many fairy tales. Garlic does not work on vampires.
And we're watching
I'm-
a lot of plays.
I'm gonna have like a big smile on my face that's gonna turn into like a really like sad expression. Oh, I thought I knew things about vampires, but I guess I don't.
No, you really didn't. He walks over to one of his drawers and he opens it. He pulls out a big old stalk of garlic. I tried it already. It doesn't work. And he throws it to you.
I'll catch it and put it in my bag, I guess.
You have one bulb of garlic.
For the sake of your spice and food hunt, going to the winery would probably be a good idea too.
Yeah.
Any kind of farm scenario, we've got to have spices and food supplies.
Yes.
Yeah, that is reasonable. Food is one of your problems.
I mean, I gotta assume anyways. So that's why I'm thinking before you go up the mountain where there's probably almost no food.
Nothing.
Yeah.
We'd have to resupply, and we can't resupply in the dead town, obviously, because somebody burned it down.
Yeah, someone.
Yeah,
That's what I
someone.
was thinking: the Mad Mage, and then the winery, and then the mountain. Hopefully, the winery provides us enough food, or food supply-ish.
Okay. I like that thinking.
And now it's whether if
Zombae
that's
just asked for
each.
something very specific, let's be honest. She hears
What?
wine, she's like, I want to go there.
Yeah, true.
Only you
Who's
know what I'm
Simon?
actually gonna use it for, though.
You just want all the wine.
I'll take whatever alcohol I can find.
She also wants cheese.
No, I just want the alcohol.
Wow, doesn't want cheese. The heck?
What's wrong with alcohol cheese?
Yeah, what's wrong with cheese?
Oh,
Because
Can't you make
my
alcohol
pet
out of cheese?
only likes alcohol.
no.
Make alcohol out of cheese. What?
Yeah,
No,
wait,
there's
what?
no-
Yeah, why not?
I mean,
Make
I guess
alcohol out of cheese,
if,
right?
if you let milk go bad so far and you drink it, you might get a drug effect, but I don't think you get an alcohol effect.
Yeah.
I don't
probably
know.
death.
It makes bread. I reckon it'd make a sour wine if you really tried.
Gross.
What do you roll? What's the DC for that? 200?
Mm.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm now very tempted to Google it. So like, I wonder.
Okay.
You make alcohol from cheese way.
I have the power of God and anime on my side!
Wait,
Yeah, see, that's what I was thinking.
What's
Like,
up?
yeah, cheese way.
Zombie one,
kind
is
of makes
zombie one,
sense,
love
yeah.
zombie one, love you, zombie one, moi, zombie one, you're way cool, zombie one.
Zombae has got an anime on her side. I just,
Thank you so much for the
yeah.
resub, Soaring. Happy 20.
Anyways, what are we doing?
I like your
You guys
plan.
want
I
Mad
like
Mage,
going,
though?
starting up and working our way
Well, I said the Mad
down.
Mage. Who wants to go something different? Who wants to go? Vote for it in the
Just-
chat.
I want to go to
It's
the
just me.
winery for supplies, but I want to see the Mad Mage because he's a mystery.
Yeah.
So I
vote
like your
Mage.
plan
Somebody
of
else said
starting
something.
up top and working our way down.
All three of you guys want mage, so I might have been numbered.
We start on the tip and work our way down.
Yeah. Just, you know,
Yeah.
you do
Just the
that
tip.
slow deep throat.
Huh?
Huh?
I'm not 100% sure that's. What? No, I don't think that's what we signed up for, mate.
That is exactly what Joker was saying.
Yeah, I don't think so, but alright.
You started.
Well, I was like, I don't fucking. Are you sure, Bess?
Uh-huh. I heard him.
Okay, so we're made up our mind and we're going to the Mad Mage.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Gives me a moment then. Since you're heading in that direction. I need to find any reference to it because it was so long ago now. Oh. You have to choose the complicated ways.
Yes.
Why not?
Alright,
Your specialty.
so you remember that the Mad Mage was seen on the opposite side of the
Oh.
Lake of Zarovich.
We were told, yeah, somewhere around there.
And let me just find the information specifically just so I can remind everyone, because your characters would remember this, but it was long ago since we last heard it. So. There's been no sightings of the Mad Mage of Mount Baratok. Folks used to see him skulking along the north shore of Lake Zarovich, shooting lightning bolts into the water to kill the fish.
Yeah, he's been kind of missing for a few years, though.
A few weeks, not years.
Oh.
And most people did state that they should be fishing boats on the north side of the Laki. Whether they are still there is another thing entirely.
Well, if we did go to, if we're going to the Mad Mage, at least we don't have to take the house with us, unless we plan on circling the lake. We could go, like, the tip of the ruined city and look for boats. Unless you want to take the house.
That part is your choice. Are you taking the house, or are you just going to try and find a boat? Try to save your guys some money.
I'm okay with the boat.
I mean, it just depends on, like, what is the cheapest option. That's
Well, the first option is attempting to use the tree, but you have no clue.
The tree?
The windmill, sorry. I don't know
Oh,
why
I
I
was
said
gonna
tree.
say.
Use the tree! It's a giant boat tree. It just turns into a... Okay. So are you heading to north of town, just to confirm, yeah?
yeah.
Okay. Then let's just change the map, because I think I've got it slightly on the map.
I think we have to pass by the house anyway, so we just tell them what we're doing. Because pretty much right there, right?
Yeah, you can do that in most of these maps. Nah, it's not even a problem.
It's almost at the crossroads.
Where is... I've really got to name some of my maps better.
This is a map of Dinglebush.
So this is Valaki. With the 3 craters left in the center. And Ligzarovich is in the northern direction.
In the direction of the Plumbus.
Yes, in the direction of the Plumbus. So, at the foot of a mountain, nestled into the misty forest, is a large lake. The water, perfectly still and dark, reflecting the dark clouds overhead like a monstrous mirror. Pulled up along the south shore, you do see 3 small rowboats. A 4th boat can be seen in the middle of a lake with a lone figure sitting on it, fishing pole in hand.
Did we go through the town to get up here?
Yep.
Are the bodies still there?
Nope, the bodies were all gone, if you remember. There were no bodies left over, except for the few you saw carved by the new custodians.
There were a bunch over here on the eastern gate.
I mean, if you want to go to the eastern gate, you can have a look if they're still there.
That's okay.
Then you head north and you see these 3 fishing boats and one in the center of the lake. You can see that each rowboat could hold 5 people quite easily. What do you wish to do?
Take them.
Whoa, calm down, guys. Not everybody at once.
Just get in a boat and take them. Who are we paying? There's nobody here.
Yeah, I'm gonna think about.
Is this the same day, or is this a new day, or?
It's probably been days.
I'm gonna say it'd be a new day because there's no reason you should not have rested. So I will just prompt a long rest now.
Hey, we made it there, no problem.
There you go.
That's I'm just wondering, do we get there no problems, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, there doesn't really seem to be anything going on. Because the village of Valaki effectively destroyed. There is no reason for any monster to hunt around here.
Did I trip and fall on a root? Did I stub my toe?
I stepped
If
on
anything,
your
the
foot.
forests are definitely quiet.
Can I attempt to make some rations for everybody?
That sounds a bit creepy.
Just
Sure.
regular rations. Nothing from the.
Okay. And what are you
Right.
using to make your rations? Is this just your chef's kit?
Yeah. I think it just says yeah.
And
It
if
says
we're-
on the thing I can make rations.
And if we're long resting somewhere along the journey, can I try hunting
Let me see what it says.
Sure.
for food?
Let me see what it is. Hold on.
So for hunting, to see
We're
what you
gonna
can
get used to
find,
it.
Yeah.
currently speaking, it seems like all the critters and stuff in this area have fled. So trying to find anything is actually going to be really hard.
Okay.
Can you go ahead and roll a survival check at disadvantage for me?
No.
Just no.
Rations consist
All
of
right.
travel-ready food.
Nope.
I mean, 8's still something.
2 and a 3.
Unfortunately,
says-
looking around the area, the very few things you can find immediately escape you before you get anywhere close to hunting them. In total, spending a good afternoon doing so, you find 1 rabbit that manages to escape.
What's it again?
You know what? If we're gonna be hunting, let's if we're hunting, I'm going to cast this. I guess this would be my skeleton. Oh no, I don't have to play summons. Okay, cool. Oh wait, this is a different thing. Okay. So I'll make it into a weasel.
A weasel.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll turn it into a weasel, and
As you summon your familiar as a weasel, It squeaks at you. Red
Yeah.
fur, white belly, as it starts to run around.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell it to find food and try and distract it from me. Like a deer or something.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I found an animal. It's a weasel. Can I kill it? I'm
No.
hunting. How am I supposed to know? You didn't tell me you got a weasel.
Well, you would have seen me summoning it for a minute.
Go ahead and
A
roll
minute to do.
a survival check at disadvantage, as the only thing Dessel was able to find was that rabbit.
Yeah, all good.
See if the
Survival-
weasel can do any better.
God damn it. At disadvantage.
And find familiar is an hour, by the way.
Or take an hour. Not bad.
15.
Yep, 15.
Did I hunt the weasel?
You managed to re-find the rabbit. However, rabbit is faster than weasel. And
Wait, but does it
continues
not-
to escape.
Can it, like... I told him to distract it, though. Did he not try?
You tried. But it's a rabbit, and the only one around. It's scared of everything.
Right, but it's a weasel. It's not...
It's almost like this massive lumbering bugbear just came after it a moment ago.
True.
It's on edge.
But the weasel is, like, not a threat. He's probably just like, yo, bro, what's up? And he just left? Rude.
Weasels steal eggs and stuff, so it's still a threat to the
Yeah,
rabbit.
weasels are little bastards,
Yeah,
really.
they're
Yeah.
like the scavengers of the nature
Listen,
world.
I could have made it a hawk, and then, yeah, it's gonna be, you know...
You could have made it another
The
bunny
rabbit's
and
gonna
then
be
had
scared.
baby bunnies, and then you could just keep breeding and
Yeah, we can just
cook
I
breed
can't
the
make it a-
offspring.
I
breed and
can't make it a
cook,
bunny.
breed and cook.
Well, technically you could. That's just a short list of examples.
Oh. Or another beast.
It's just nobody really picks bunny.
Gotcha. True.
But it doesn't matter now.
Okay.
The weasels scare
No.
away the prey.
Weasels.
You're the
yeah,
reason we
weasels
failed.
fun. Wow. Okay, looking for more spices. See if I don't get a 1. And then we'll leave.
Where are you looking for spices?
We're in the forest, no?
I guess. Well,
Try and find
yes.
look for like I said, mint and whatever else. Maybe like
Go
some
ahead and
flowers that are
roll.
edible.
Another chef's tools check, see if you find anything on this journey out.
See if I don't get a freaking 1. God.
Oh my god!
You know, you know who you are right
Wow.
now? You're the chef from the Muppets.
Wow.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
You find
You're the
another
Swedish chef.
handful of spices.
Hell yeah.
Oh dear.
Love
You're just the Swedish chef right now.
I am the Swedish chef.
She's gonna cook some
I rolled
magic
2
mushrooms.
ones in a row on the same check.
Alright, so we're unsuccessful. We go to the lake.
Yeah.
We find boats. What are we doing?
Yeah, what are we doing on the boats?
You can decide to cross the
boating
lake
them?
if you so wish. There is the person on the lake, if you wish to speak to him.
Well, how far is said person on lake? How big is this lake, like, across? Can we see the other side?
It's a few miles across. He's only about
Miles.
400 feet out.
I mean, technically, I think we can swim, but we don't know if the lake's safe.
Yeah, no, I
I
wouldn't.
don't know,
trust it.
unless anybody's, like, really proficient in swimming.
Nope.
Not me.
Nope.
Is anybody a good boater? Sailor?
Nope.
Anything
Nope.
of that sort?
I don't have that feat.
I don't got that as a feat. I don't have many feet.
I'm assuming we can use a boat, just not. We wouldn't be like masters at them.
Yeah. And there's
Can
no
I
like
get-
motor boat. It's just like paddles.
I'm gonna take the safe path. I'm gonna yell out to the man or woman or thing in the river because I don't want to take a fight in the middle of the lake. If the guy turns to be evil,
Yeah, I was gonna say, can
I
I
just
do
yell
an
out.
insight check on the guy if I can see him?
400 feet away.
Yeah, that's far.
Good, go ahead and roll an insight, but make it disadvantage, because he is really far away, so it is quite hard to see.
You're essentially
he
inciting
supposed to
this,
yell
the
out
couple
to the
having sex
man?
while looking at them through a telescope.
Fuck. Still got 12.
So
You were
high.
convinced he
put
is
a mod on
obviously
or
ignoring
something?
you.
This guy's
just
rude.
have
I
one
don't
on.
think he likes this.
What was that, Jade?
Do you put a mod on or something?
Yeah, always.
Yeah, who did?
Not allowed
I'm
to roll more than
specifically
10.
out to get you guys. Do you not understand that yet?
It's the mod where we don't roll over a 10. Naturally.
Yeah, yeah. Like if we like test the water to see how deep it is by dipping my toe in it, somehow I'm gonna drown right on the shore.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna yell at him, you know, hello. What are you doing out there?
What are you doing out there?
Maybe his
What's your
name's Wilson.
name?
Maybe his name's Wilson.
Where is
As
he?
you call out
Oh wow,
to the
he's
man,
all the way out here. Right here.
400
yeah.
feet away. All right. 400 feet away.
He's far.
As you call out, he seems to just continue whatever he's doing. You can make out that he seems to have a fishing pole in his hands.
Oh, 415 feet. You lied to us.
Yeah.
You're 15 feet away from shore, Joker.
Oh wait, does he even like look at us? Like, see
Nope.
us? Like I'm just wondering.
He
maybe
seems to be
he's-
completely ignoring you.
Maybe he's a mirage
I,
or like a trick, illusion.
Can I get
I'm
on a
gonna
boat?
cast Thermatology on Joker and make his voice really loud.
I'm pretty sure it's a self spell, but you can yell too.
It says 30 feet.
Your voice becomes a booming thing.
Damn it.
Yep.
You alter the appearance.
Can I give it? Can I give it to Joker?
No.
As you
Everything
lay
that
Joker on the ground and give it to him hard, you start to scream.
Fine, I'll do it, and I'll go. Hey, mage, what you doing?
After a few seconds, you see the guy kind of look towards the shore, start to put his finger in his ear and seem as if he's hearing something, and then goes back to fishing.
Hmm. Can I get in a boat?
Do you guys want me to fly out there?
I'm trying to swim out there in a boat.
Okay. I'm gonna if they. Yeah. How long did it take from when we were in the forest to be in this town?
About an hour or two.
About an hour.
Well, how fast? Like, do I get any impression how long it would take to row 400 feet? Like, I know we're not fishing and boating. Like, how fast would our speed? Would I get the impression would be?
I can
'Cause, I
give
mean,
you
even
the
the other
exact
s-
thing. for a look.
Even the other side of the lake, which would be miles, I wouldn't. How long would it take to get across?
Let's have a quick
Estimated.
look. I've never really done the boats, so let's have a look. Player's Handbook 2024 Mountain Vehicles.
What?
Let's have a looky here.
Yeah, I'm not trying to fuck the boat. I'm trying to ride in the boat, not mount it.
I like to mount
Speed.
the vehicles.
Rowboat. It rows at 1.5 miles per hour. That is no use to me. What the fuck
No.
is that in feet?
Well, it's how many feet per mile? I can't remember now.
That would be 2.2 feet per second, so about 10 feet around.
There's 5,280 feet in a mile. Oh
Apparently.
Jesus!
That sounds about right. Actually.
So yeah, about
Let's get-
10 feet around.
I'm gonna. Oh, okay. I'll let you finish that.
Would you want?
I was gonna change my familiar, but I'm just gonna tell him to
Okay.
wait.
So it's 1,056 squares to get to the other side of the lake, roughly. I'm just guessing on 1 mile. So if it's like 4 miles, it's like 4,000 squares.
Yeah, so it takes 3 miles to 3 hours, sorry, to cross the lake.
Yeah.
And it'll take,
It's hilarious.
since he's 400 feet away, that's 20 squares? I don't think how many that is.
You know what? I'm just gonna save the day here.
Math.
And-
Our biggest adversary in this.
Oh, okay.
Where is it?
Sage is going to save the day. I'm always worried.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see what it is. She's gonna cast Fireball at us and just murder us all, and that'll be the end of
Yeah,
the-
because dead bodies float. We can float to the guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Not true. That is not untrue.
She'll turn one of us
Yeah.
into a snake.
Okay,
yeah.
this says someone I've met, but because he's standing in front of me, does that count? Well,
We've
he's
never met
not
this
standing
person.
in front of me, but because I can somewhat see him, does that count?
I think you kind of need to know them intimately to a point, so I'd
Okay.
say probably not.
Gotta at least give him a hand job where you can do whatever you're doing.
Gotta give them that handy. I mean, what?
I tried with sending, guys.
Yeah.
Link it.
All good.
And let me read the exact wording, and I'll figure it out.
I mean, is first level send?
No, it's usually on the 5th level, I think.
Oh.
Right. You send a short message to a creature you have met or a creature described to you. Well, it's described to you.
I don't know how
Who
many.
has met it?
400 feet's a long. It's a big distance to even know what somebody looks like.
I had a long rest and all of my spells.
I am going to allow it.
Really?
So what 25-word sentence are you using?
Starting now, anything you say counts. That's the one.
That's the first word.
Just kidding, I'm
Yeah.
kidding. That's 2.
Hello. We are looking for the Mad Mage.
That's 8.
Huh?
That's 8.
That's 8 words.
No, I know. I'm
That's
You've
counting.
got 17 more to go.
I'm counting. I'm counting.
I'm counting. That's another 4.
Fuck, what do I say now?
Yeah.
Can you please come to shore?
Sure. Another 11 to go. Or nothing.
If you want. Yeah.
You see the guy squidge his ear again. Looks over to you, goes, and you just see him like waving, and you say, "Fuck off, will you? Fuck off." He doesn't seem to realize that you're speaking psychically to him. And as he does so, you see him pick up a burlap sack in the rowboat and throw it overboard.
What?
And then goes back to
Um,
fishing.
I'm going to look at my familiar and go, just wait a sec, dude, okay? And then I'm gonna cast it again. And turn my little guy into a hawk.
Okay.
It just says I can it'll just change his form if I cast it again.
So you change your familiar's form from a weasel into a hawk.
Yeah.
Now what do you do?
I'm gonna tell him to go fly over and attempt to and then I'll see through his eyes if it's a mage or like an old man or like whatever the heck it is. If there's
Okay.
anything.
With the hawk, with its flying speed, it gets there very quickly, in under a minute. As you circle about him, you can see the burlap sack that he's thrown overboard start to sink below the water. He doesn't look like any mage you've seen. He's incredibly scruffy. You can see many empty bottles behind him.
Like alcohol bottles.
Yeah. He's very unshaved. Definitely not a wizard that you have ever met. But other than that, he seems like a relatively normal drunk that you've met in the past.
Now, can I
True.
insight him? Oh wait, he flew up.
You don't
He's
see
so
that.
far away. Yeah, I'm like,
He-
it's me.
I forgot he flew. Your thing flew over.
Yeah, I'm
and I was
flying
like,
with the hawk. With the hawk, it says I can use my voice and it's talking
100 feet.
talks to me. Oh, it must be 100 feet from me. Wait. That's range touch. Oh no no.
I killed him.
Yeah. So yeah, I would have just looked, I guess, for 100 feet and seen that, and then it would have come out,
Yeah.
and then he would have flown back.
This sketch's decision. It's an argument online whether you can still
Yeah.
see through the animal's eyes over 100 feet. You just can't talk to it, or it's a complete description, meaning you have to be within 100 feet even to look.
My assumption is
Yeah.
you maintain contact, you just no longer communicate with it.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
so-
Doesn't
a lot
sound
of
like
I would
it.
have just,
That's
and
a
I
lot
would
of
have told it. I would have told it to go look around, circle, and come back. That would have told it to do.
Then, as it does its final circle, it sees as the burlap sack sinks below the water, you see bubbles coming from it.
It tells me it sees bubbles from it. Okay. So I'll come back to the party and go. Don't think that's the Mad Mage, according to my familiar. And he threw something overboard, but it might just be a bunch of air in the sack. I don't know. But it bubbled.
Could be somebody drowning too.
It could be.
They were in a bag.
Yeah.
How big was the bag? Like around to the
Could be
size of the
killing
boat.
somebody right now. Not that we can do anything about it.
You'd estimate the bag to kind of be about 3/3 of a human's height.
Oh, so like pretty big.
Yeah, pretty big sack.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Okay. So it's not like a backpack. Okay.
Nah, it's not like a backpack, no.
Damn. Okay. So I mean, it was a pretty big bag. So
Well,
I mean, it
I
could
don't
have been
think we can't make it there in time to save said person no matter what. But we have to make it across
No.
the lake, and if we're not taking the house across around, then we have to go anyways.
there's a boat. No.
We can't- yeah, there's a bunch of boats. I think we should just start going our way.
Yep. Yep.
I mean, it would take
3 hours, you said, right?
40 times 6.
Question.
Hang on, no, hang on. 10. Yeah, 40 times 6 seconds to get there, so
240.
about 4 minutes to row out to where he is.
If we want to wait an hour, can I?
What now?
Do we want to make my guy into an octopus and then we can he can just pull us across? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It took me an hour to change him to a hawk, but
Find familiar, the slave labor of D&D.
Right.
yeah.
Also, I don't think an octopus is going to be able to pull you, not gonna lie.
Yeah, maybe not.
But it could check out the sack at the bottom of the river.
That's true too.
That is
yeah,
true.
so I'm just gonna have the hawk with me. He's just gonna be chilling. But yeah, no, we'll
Either way, we're trying to get across this river, so
We'll
I
go-
think we
we'll
have to
go
go no
across
matter
it.
what. We have to risk it.
Yep, let's do it.
Not a great idea, but I don't
me
think
in
there's any
this.
other reason.
Damn rowboat.
If we lash a few of these, you said there was 3 boats. Are they sturdy enough? Or like they're in good repair?
Go ahead and roll. Actually, there's a person among you that would have the best check for this.
Well, that's why I asked if anybody had skills for this.
What's
Yeah,
the skill?
that's why I'm just going to remind that person.
What is the skill?
With what?
It could be part of a background that we went for a new character sheet. She sailed from the east, might have a good knowledge about boats.
I don't remember having that conversation.
I was like,
You lie.
definitely for me.
So Jade has both survival and navigator's tools. So
Oh,
I'll allow her
navigator's
to
tools.
make...
Oh.
Remember you telling me that.
So then, yeah, I would have her check it out. Well, I mean,
Yeah, so ZeTian, would you like to check out the boats and see if they're seaworthy?
I have dementia, but yes, I will. I will check it out.
Go ahead and roll a survival check at advantage.
I'm not. Oh yeah.
You're proficient in both, that's why I give you advantage. It just makes sense.
There is
18.
no advantage on this.
It's here.
18's so
18's
high.
18's pretty good.
Like, for a basic check of seaworthiness, that's high enough, really. So you look them over, you don't see anything wrong with the boats. There don't seem to be anything, like any massive holes or anything missing from it. They're not the best quality. Like, you've seen better ships, but they'll get you across the lake fine. So, are you getting in separate boats or in the same boat?
I was
One
thinking
boat
a
can
lot.
hold 5 people.
I was thinking of maybe lashing 2 boats together for extra stability in case we have to fight something.
Yeah, that might be actually a good idea. Rather than
Yeah.
like one after the other or something.
How do you plan to lash them together?
Well, if we tie them both, I don't even know what to say, from like side to side.
It's like, you know, like when the pirate ship get like kind of invading the people
Plank
Boarded.
They're boarding the ship.
Yeah, even they're boarded.
boarding the ship. Yeah, that.
Yeah.
So you're thinking just putting like a plank between you kind of thing?
If you see where the seats are on the if we put a plank across both back seats and just nail them together, and the front seats. If we can find just a piece
Does any of
wood.
you have wood carpentry tools?
I don't think any of us have carpentry.
I have smith tools, which should have hammer.
I have calligraphy.
And if we tear apart the seat from this other boat, it should be
I
long
only
enough to
got-
put between the two.
I only got explorer, so.
So I don't really need the carpentry shit.
I have what are they called? Pittons or whatever?
Pitons. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think they're pittons.
I
I don't know.
think I have those. I think we have those.
Pittons of the climbing cliffs.
Yeah.
I know, but,
okay,
but they're like makeshift nails. If you
yeah,
hit them hard
exactly. yeah,
Yeah,
exactly,
no,
exactly. Yeah.
enough. I mean, they are
That was
essentially
my
nails for
thought.
mountains, so there's the
Yeah.
same thing, really.
Since you
It's
don't
just a
have
wooden mountain.
appropriate skills or expertise,
No.
you do have the smith tools which can be jimmied and improvised to do so. So I'm going to say, can you make for me a straight wisdom check to see if you can pull this off?
See, you all made fun of me in the first campaign when I was stealing everything and the nails.
Yeah, true.
Ooh,
Yep.
We could use some nails right now, couldn't we?
We could. Yeah.
You said wisdom check? Oh, here it is. Yay!
Oh, there we go.
Wait, dude.
I be smart.
We broke the mod. Doesn't work anymore.
With 22, you are able to kind of jimmy them together. You realize that just putting one plank is not really going to work, so you find a second and manage to kind of essentially make a canoe out of both boats. So you kind of use up one of the seats area, so each one can only carry 4 people. But they will work together now very nicely.
All down the fact that half of us can fly anyways.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna be in the boat with you guys. I was gonna fly over top of you, but still.
Yeah, literally the only 2 people that are going to be on the boat is Dessel and ZeTian.
Yeah, everybody else can fly.
May can fly?
Well, she has Newt, who's a flying octopus who hovers.
I
Yeah.
guess, yeah.
So she could just Newt across.
I could
So-
move across.
Newt.
All right.
Yeah, well, I can drown myself and then I can float across and someone can revive me.
Yeah, true.
Or every 3 turns, somebody revives me and I drown again over and over, so I don't have to fail my death saves.
Yeah, I'll be flying.
I'm not gonna lie, that would be a horrific form of torture.
Well,
Yeah.
it's essentially waterboarding.
Is that like D&D's version of waterboarding?
It's waterboarding
Yeah, it
slash
is.
CPR saving. Live, damn you, live! Don't drown!
Why can't I change my...
We're off. I don't know. I guess we go close to douchebag. I don't know.
Yeah, let's go.
Are you ignoring him or going straight across the lake?
It's up to you.
I'm gonna ignore him.
We never found out what was in the burlap sack that was maybe breathing.
I want to know what's in.
True.
What if he is the Mad Mage? I'm going to do an
I
insight
mean, he definitely
check when
doesn't
I
look
get
like
closer.
one, but it is possible.
Could be an illusion.
I'm going to do an insight check when I can get closer to him.
So we are going closer.
Relatively closer, not like in his face.
Does anybody know, or would I don't know? Maybe Adriana, or do you know how deep this lake is?
I'm
Deep.
going to take this path and literally.
Is a
be
deep
close
lake.
enough.
Yeah, it does get very, very deep towards the middle.
Yeah.
Like, it's not something you would go in safely swimming.
No. I don't think Adriana doesn't think there's stuff like sharks. There's definitely things that would take a chunk out of you. Maybe.
You know that there is a local drunk that goes fishing quite often.
Yeah.
That
We
would be a
know
local
or
drunk
Adriana
that goes
knows?
fishing quite often.
Adriana.
I
Adriana is a person of Valaki would know that there's a drunk that goes fishing quite often.
Yeah. But,
And
like,
chances
I
are
also-
that it's probably him, but
Also, the fact that the Mad Mage came here so often and killed so many fish, yet there was still a fish economy in here. There's a lot of fish. Or not economy. What's
there's
the
a
what's
lot
the
of
word?
fish.
Yeah, there's a lot of fish though. Not economy.
Wait, what?
Like when there's an ecosystem. of
Ecology?
fish. No, ecosystem of fish. There's still lots of them. So, yeah. So therefore, it's a deep lake.
Okay. I guess we're off. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll
Well,
fly over you guys.
I didn't know Nuke could fly, so I'm gonna fly with him.
Yeah, I also didn't know they could fly.
So we have 8 seats in a boat, and it's just me and ZeTian. That works.
And I guess technically Dawn and Bip. Dawn and Bup and
He's 18.
Nope, no, that's it.
oh, that's it. Yeah. So yeah, you guys could have just had one boat, and it would have
I
been.
know. I'm feeling it's safer with 2. You have more room to fight if you had to
Yeah.
fight.
True.
But harder to tip because you have 2 boats now.
All good.
A lot.
It is
harder.
true.
Very
Yeah,
hard.
that's very
with
true.
2 boats.
Yeah.
For
So-
the kraken that lives in the lake. I mean,
As you get in the boats and you start to row out, you feel the choppiness of the water as you begin to get closer and closer to the center of the lake. Skirting around the drunk in his boat, you take a couple of hours as you are rowing. Passes quite peacefully. Relatively speaking, this lake seems peaceful in the land of Barovia. Everywhere else you've been, you've always been on edge. Something always trying to hunt you, but here seems safe. As you continue rowing, after another hour, you make it to the other side. Perfectly safe, perfectly sound.
I don't
Be
like
able
the
to-
fact that he said perfectly safe.
Yeah.
Dessel looks at everyone, almost annoyed that there was no encounter in the water.
Did Bay do her thing?
Yeah, I did my thing.
What were you doing, Bay, sorry? Or did
I was
miss
insight
something?
checking the drunk.
he was gonna insight check him as we got close
Oh,
to him, but
Oh, he's very much in a trance just trying to fish. He seems grumpy that you guys get close, but he doesn't seem to do anything.
I want to know what was in the bag.
Well,
It was probably
won't know now.
bottles.
Well, you have to go diving for
Bottles,
it.
bottles bubble when they have nothing left in them, and water.
That's the thing. It
enters.
could have been bottles. Could have
Well,
been something.
I mean, it's about 5 minutes ago, so it's probably close to the bottom, but if you want to swim down.
I was
No.
gonna say, I mean, as we kept going, I didn't want to bother him if he didn't bother us, but if it's like a 3-hour trip, you could literally cast another familiar that could go in the water and check out the bag. The octopus can probably pull it along and bring it to us.
Hmm.
If that's what you want.
It doesn't even have
It
to go
doesn't
near him.
cost
It
me
can just,
anything.
it can just
Can
grab him. It can just grab the bag and bring it along with it under the river. I mean, if it dies, it dies. If it doesn't make it, that's whatever.
Yeah, the problem is I'd have to be in a boat, but I wouldn't be able to row.
How's that any different than what
Bear
we're
in
doing
mind,
right
it
now?
does cost 10 gold pieces every time you cast Find Familiar.
Yeah, it costs
Yeah,
some,
I know. Yeah.
which isn't
So
outrageous.
it's not technically costless.
No. Sorry, I forgot to do that. Thank you for reminding me.
So are you doing it?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
Then we arrive at the other side of the lake. North of the mountain lake, the trees begin their steady climb up the slopes of Mount Baratok. You find the mere size of this mountain almost oppressive at your distance. The ground is rocky and uneven, and quite tiring to get across. You can tell from the tracks left that even wolves seem to avoid the neck of these woods. You climb above a blanket of fog that seems to engulf the valley before you, with dark thunderclouds rolling overhead. You see an elk standing on a rocky spur about 60 feet away. Suddenly, it assumes the form of a man in tattered black robes, his hair and beard long, black, streaked with grey, and his eyes crackle with electric power as he looks towards you. What do you wish to do?
Can I make a minor illusion of thunder clouds in my hands?
You can.
Sick. This summit. What? Image. Mall, I guess. Whee! There's my little guy. That's so funny.
Hmm?
There's my I don't know why I did that. That's so funny. But yeah, little thunderclouds. Beep, beep, beep.
Well, nobody said he was evil, so just say hello or yell hello. If it's lightning and thunder crackling, then you might not be able to hear us.
Yeah, I would probably just wave.
Or have Adriana do it with thaumaturgy.
But I have thundercloud hands. There's no sound.
As you cast the
over it.
thundercloud hands, he seems to stare at you. You see him with his staff, and he starts to raise it and starts to mutter some cantation beneath his breath.
I spread out.
Yeah, I'm getting away from her.
You're just leaving her to her fate?
Well, I'm not abandoning her, but I'm spreading out.
We're not gonna get hit for what she's doing.
I try to move away from her.
Not like
Can you give us a thing? Yeah.
like we didn't stop up from stabbing stupid shit.
Yeah.
that's true.
Didn't see me try and stop her and get in the way of the retribution, so that's their fault.
Here is Zombae. I can never find Zombae for some reason. Okay.
Why not?
And it is
Not real,
daytime,
she
so
doesn't exist.
change the lighting. There we go.
Stab
So it's
the
like
water.
noonish?
Exactly. Exactly. Above stabbing water.
Gonna be there. Why is it not turned today? One moment. It said transition today, you bastard. There we go. Now it's daytime. So, Adriana, what do you do?
I sent you something.
No, you have never.
Oh, okay. I'll just go. I'll just yell it and go, "This is quite the lovely domain."
Are these raised edges or
That's
lowered
awesome.
edges? Well, it must be
Raised.
lowered. You sure?
No, raised.
It looks because this looks
Yeah.
like a little down ramp.
No, it's definitely raised.
Okay.
Is it raised? Okay.
He's above you by about 15 feet.
He's above you, but
Oh, but
that's-
not.
I'll say, yeah. I'm just saying this. It's a lovely domain that he has. Basically.
how much is the raise?
You think my power has grown weak, servants of Strahd? I will not fall so easily.
I go. We are not servants of Strahd.
That's
Can I
exactly
climb?
what a servant of Strahd will say.
Can I climb this to get out of the way?
Roll initiative.
Wait, I said I
Oh,
want to
Jesus
move
Christ.
first.
Yeah. They
I'll
did
let you
say they
move
wanted
first.
to. They
I
did say they
can't,
all
it's
wanted to
game's
move away
paused.
from me.
There you go.
And is
They
this
all- did
is
they-
this climbable? This little ledge?
Yeah, it's climbable. It's not like super deep. It's like maybe a small hop.
Hey, somebody's here.
Bip!
Oh, you said you had to close down the restaurant and rob it.
Well,
I
I
mean,
I drove.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Whoa,
whoa.
why
No.
can't I move?
can't.
whoa!
Yeah, I can't do because now it's not my turn in combat.
One sec. Let me just take off combat a moment. I don't know why it's in combat, considering I didn't tell it to start it yet, but you know.
Wow.
It's because I stabbed the water.
Yeah.
See? And thus we don't
There
stop
you go.
stupid shit.
No,
I
you
still
can
can't
move.
move. It's not my turn. Movement is set to the combat turn.
I can't move
How
I'm going to
either.
say we killed the Mad Mage and we won this already.
Yeah.
We're looking for a Mad Mage.
Yeah, we
Why
did.
is it-
Yeah, we're looking for the Mad Mage.
Unfortunately, you died in the lake. You drowned. Sorry.
Awesome.
Yeah, you
I
got
know
thrown in
you
the
can-
burlap
I
sack
know you
and then
can
thrown
fly
into the
and
water.
all,
And
but
then...
yeah.
Yeah.
For some reason, you chose not to.
Right?
Didn't have an encounter at the moment.
I don't know. It still says it's not my turn.
Huh?
Can you just move me
Mine
somewhere
just,
around
I
here?
just can't move. I don't
Just
have
can you
anything
move me
to
right here
turn.
somewhere? Behind this ledge.
Yeah, there you go.
Done. That's fine. I'll start there. I don't care.
I like to be right here.
There you
Thank
go.
you.
I'm fine. Oh, okay.
should
I'm
be at the
fine where I
front,
was.
so-
Okay.
You'd be at the front, so I'd see if that makes sense.
Oh, gotcha.
ZeTian,
Okay.
do you wish to move anywhere?
I want to prepare
Yeah, I'll
fairy
move
fire. just
like
so you know.
here.
Okay. And Bup, what about you since you just joined?
I want to prepare fairy fire,
Okay.
and
You
I am
prepare fairy
gonna
fire.
be 15 feet off the ground, over there.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bup, have you been listening in, or do you want a quick recap?
Quick recap. I just knew that we were like going across the river because that's when I tuned in, and
We decided to go visit the Mad Mage because he was closest. We found a guy
Yeah.
in a boat in the middle of the lake. Didn't touch him, but he drowned something in the river. We ignored. We built a
Yep.
boat. We went around him. We landed here. We met the Mad Mage. He's a little testy.
okay.
Yeah.
And now we're fighting.
Okay.
We, literally, the first
Let's
words
roll.
when you logged in was the first words you
No,
said.
my
to us,
good
roughly.
roll.
Finally got one.
Oh, actually, that was not bad.
Yeah, but the mage is better.
Damn it.
Okay. So, let me make sure I've made the stat block up in my book, because I did not think you guys were going to go here in the end.
I had a better roll last time.
Ah,
If I die, it's Zombae's fault.
Sketch's fault.
It's your fault if I die.
okay.
Zom.
Oh, look at all
Why?
those rolls.
Because you wanted to go here.
So did Joker. So did
There it is.
Jade.
Also, Joker's fault then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree with that. It's always Joker's fault.
Literally just removed everyone.
Yep.
Oh no, we all died.
Ah!
Everyone
Oh,
died.
no.
It's darkness. It's the end.
We
Hello,
went to the
darkness,
shadow
my
realm.
old friend.
Foundry's being a little fuddy-duddy tonight, apparently.
You're
Hang
a
on.
fuddy duddy.
Adriana,
Booty doody.
Yes.
ZeTian.
Yep.
Dessel.
I'm back. I'm alive.
Maybe I'm back.
Thank you,
Bang.
Mad Mage. We lost our initiative.
I know, right? Fucking hell. Third time's a charm. Right.
Oh, but I had a 22.
You have 22 again, sir.
There you go.
19.
I
Let's
still
go.
have
Alright.
22.
Still have 22. Yay!
Oh no, the Mad Mage suddenly lost 150 hit points. Wow. Amazing.
Did we have
Alright.
a long rest already?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
Which
Yeah,
is
you
like,
should have
it's just like a
already
day
had-
to get here.
Go through.
And we didn't level up, right?
Yeah, we did.
We're level
We did?
10.
We're level 17 now. We're level 10.
No, we're
Level 10.
We're level 10.
Okay, I have to figure something out, but yeah, we're good.
You should be able to do it like incredibly fast because we've got the auto level thing. So level 10, take average. You have an ability score increase. What do you want to put in?
I wanted a feat, that's why I said that it was going to take a while. Don't
Yeah,
worry
what
about
feat do you want? It literally takes me seconds to do it.
it.
That's his way of saying he doesn't know what feat he wants. He just knew he was taking a feat.
No, actually I have it on a chat with a friend because I knew I was going to do that.
Okay,
Right.
just tell him what feat you're taking them. You'll put it in.
me a second, I was in the fridge getting a beer. God damn.
I got
Yeah,
a
bro,
job.
let him get a
and I
beer,
work
bro.
hard, and I need to
Jeez.
relax. Jeez. I want a beer.
I want a beer. Never mind.
No, do it. Tell me. What is it?
No, I don't want it to be heard. I'll do it later.
Oh,
Just-
Jesus Christ.
Fine.
Yeah,
I'll stop advancement. You'll just be
yeah,
at
let's
disadvantage.
yeah, I'll just be level 9. Yeah.
Okay. Dessel, you're up first. You watch as he starts to crackle this electricity all down his eyes and stuff. What do you wish to do?
Well, technically I'm 40 feet away, but I'm pretty sure there's a vertical impasse here.
No, it's about chest height. You can easily see over it and stuff.
Well, I mean, getting to him is what I'm talking about.
Nah, you could hop it.
This is the dude? Okay.
It's not like stupidly sloped here. Like you're talking like a mild hill at best.
Okay. I guess. Oh, that's probably gonna hurt me. I have no defense. I missed my 30 AC. I guess I'll go up to him. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. The boxes in the background don't match up with the boxes in the foreground.
Yeah, I know, it's kind of annoying. I don't know why it's done that.
25. Would you actually call that 10 feet, or should I go one more because he's on the incline? I
could-
don't know.
Let me see if we can re-download the map. It's going to take 2 seconds. It's going to be annoying otherwise. One moment. It will be annoying otherwise, so it's like, just quickly redo it. Let's go to this. Go to the map. There it is.
Disco, thank you so much for another bow. Hey, we need to start using our booms.
This was really the first real rolling period.
That's true. This is the first encounter.
Unless we were
technically.
going to use boons on jerky making.
Sure.
I've seen that before.
Thank you so
Would
much
have
for
helped
the
with all those
boon.
natural
Disco.
ones.
That is true. It would have helped with the left.
Hype. What's up, Pinky?
There you go. That's a little bit better, man.
Yeah, but we're not on here anymore. We're all disappeared.
Yeah, I don't know why you all disappeared.
Disappeared. What's going on,
But
Sketch?
you all disappeared.
Well, I'm right here. After my 25 movement.
Yeah. And let me just grab everyone yet again. There you go, there's Bay. There's Dessel after your 25 movement. ZeTian is here. Buck is there.
I might.
Where's Bunny? There you go. Adriana is there. There we go.
Boons for jerky making.
You forgot
sound
the Mad Mage.
perfect.
Oh yeah. Might help to have the
No,
Mad
no,
Mage.
no, no, no. The Mad Mage is dead. We killed him. He's gone. He's dead.
There we go.
And
There's
I
Mad
took
Mage.
all
Carry
of
on,
his
I'm
cool
technically there then.
things.
25. Yeah, that would have been 30 next turn. Okay, I mean, he's being a dick. So, I don't feel as bad attacking him. Yeah, fuck it. Just being a dick. I will take a fucking shot.
Don't fuck with me!
Thank you, happy birthday.
Wait,
There we go.
30 months.
Attack. This is normal attack, right?
Yep, normal attack, yeah.
I can't
That's
believe
gonna
it's
miss.
been 3 months already.
Well, he's a mage. Maybe I'll hit. I don't know. But
13?
his madness probably gives him defense.
His madness gives him defense. That does not hit.
Fair enough. Attack again. Wow. Attack. For my second attack, my actual attack. Attack again. Holy shit. And I get one more. Tell me that misses. Tell me that misses. That'd be great.
No, that hits. 22 does hit.
Ooh. Sorry.
I mean, you can miss intentionally if you'd like.
This would have been nice. Normal hit. Blah blah blah. Put favored foe. D4 plus prize attack, which is something. I can't remember the number anymore. Plus, technically, I don't know if sneak attack kicks in here. I remember it. Does it?
In what, sorry?
Sneak attack.
Yeah, sneak attack to count, yeah.
It's not in my macro bar, so I have to click on it otherwise. I don't know if I programmed it correctly, but I think I did. That would be my attacks. Bonus action. Tokens. Throw out this on there. And I have a tiny bit of movement left, which would be 30, 35, 40. Turn to him, but that's about it. Unless it's a bush, I'll hide in the bush.
Yeah, you can hide in the bush, yeah.
If that's a bush, I don't know if it's a tree or not.
Okay, so hitting him, you managed to do 14 points of piercing damage, followed by 3 points of piercing damage. Although it won't let me add that for some reason. So 11 and 15.
Okay. Followed by 8, another 4 after that.
Rush up to the Mad Mage, blade in hand. You start to thrust at him wildly. Unfortunately, he seems more adept than you assume, as he starts to block blow after blow with shields, but you manage to scrape him on one side, because, yeah, cursed agents of Strahd, I will strike you all down!
That was 29 total, right?
Yep. Bang! It is now your turn. What do you wish to do, Bang?
Muted?
I'm thinking.
She's thinking. Because like a typical mage, she hasn't had a thought about what she want to do on her turn.
No. I mean, I had a thought. I just didn't have a full thought.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's like Guardians. I have a plan. It's like 10% of a plan. What's a plan?
Exactly.
They may or may not have a plan.
I'm going to.
How am I the last one again?
He's hacking.
ZeTian, me and you are always last. There was the first roll where we and you were first, and then he re-rolled it.
I'm going to use
Yeah, not my fault.
dissonant whispers. Where did it go?
Yeah, on the first roll, the mage rolled at 6.
Yeah, I thought it was like 18 or something.
The mage would have been fucked up if it was the first initiative.
Literally just saw the spell. Where did it go?
Fucking 11.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, there it is. That's 60 feet. Is he 60 feet away from me?
Yeah, cool take.
Exactly 55 feet. You're good.
Ayo.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is a DC 17 saving throw.
Oh. Oh, stop that.
He succeeds
Stop.
by 1.
Stop that.
Aww.
I don't like that.
As you attempt to whisper dark nothings into his ear, you see that he is not impressed. He looks towards you and goes, I already hear all those whispers.
He is mad.
He is mad, it's true.
Yeah, I suppose.
I don't know, maybe the person met him on a bad day and he was just mad that day, so just called him the mad. He's the nicest person in the world otherwise.
So that's your action, bonus action movement there.
Mm,
Any ideas?
no.
Well, if that's no ideas, we move to the next guy.
I just said no.
Alright. Then it's the Archmage's turn. And he is going to start with this little ditty.
He's gonna sing to us?
Yeah.
Yep.
Are you sure? Because I think he was getting ready to attack Adriana.
Yep. As you see this sparking along his staff and eyes start to crackle, he suddenly shoots his hands out, and suddenly a globe appears all around him, shimmering and sparking with lightning. You will never be able to hit me now, dirty agents of Strahd! And he ends his turn.
Oh, damn.
Well. That was that?
What if we, like, paint the
Wait, he
outside
said
so you
agents
can't
of Strahd. We're not agents of Strahd, so...
That's what I said at the beginning.
Maybe we should just
Oh,
talk to him?
Oh no, I have an idea. Don't worry about
Too
it.
late, I stabbed him.
Yeah, I have an idea. This is gonna be fun. Here, I'll give you my turn. Sketch, let Pip do. Let Pip go. Do it.
Oh, Bip, it's your turn.
I don't want.
What do you mean you don't want it?
The one time we tell you to stab someone, you don't want to?
You want to stab?
Remember I said I was gonna prepare my
Oh yeah, you're fair.
Very far.
Yep.
So I'm guessing that gets fire right now.
Yeah, that is true, actually.
You
he
could
did-
cancel
he didn't
it,
actually
though, and
specify a
finish the
trigger for it, though.
But
Oh, then-
one at a time. I can only take one dig at a time with it.
Amateur.
He didn't specify a trigger for it.
I said as soon as I see it.
As soon as he sees you.
As I see it. The guy. This.
We saw him at the same time he saw us.
Yeah.
Okay, I was just walking in, so never mind. I'm gonna cast Verify right now. Okay.
Okay, you cast Fairy Fire. He must make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh.
And he failed. He starts to glimmer, this soft, shiny light. What have you done to me? I don't want to be pink. I want to be blue.
Oh, too bad, little boy. You're gonna be pink because I said so. And I'm gonna panache him.
I need to check
We're
something.
going to punish him. Okay. So this is inside check, I believe.
You have to do and I have to do a charisma.
Yeah.
First
Fine.
station.
Insight check. He succeeds against your panache.
Damn.
He was
I am
not
gonna
affected.
use this. Ooh, so lucky.
Are you making him reroll or you reroll?
I'm gonna make myself reroll.
Okay.
Good call.
Holy crap. I see a wave of writing.
Wow.
That's funny. Let's go.
He falls for your panache. As he looks at you, he goes, "Well, I know who I'm targeting this turn."
Okay, so you all have advantage when you hit him, and he has disadvantage when he tries to hit you all. I'm done. Thank you.
He sounds like he's an unbreakable ball.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
you know
say...
Wait. Before that, can I move like here so that he actually tries to hit me?
No, you ended your turn.
Okay, I know.
No, there you go.
No, I'm going home. I don't want anything.
Okay, Adriana, your turn.
Adriana's gonna go. You see through our veil. We are the agents, and I'm going to cast a yeah. Hang on 1 second. No, there's a lot of things. Play, sure.
As soon as I
okay.
hear Adriana say, "We are the agents," I'm gonna like wave my finger around and be like, "Yeah, you preach, sister."
Yeah, and I'm gonna cast a big illusion. Is what it says.
Okay.
And the illusion is going to be Strahd himself. And all I want the illusion to do is fly around and laugh at him.
Okay.
Yeah. So he has to make a
Intelligence saving throw.
yeah. What it is at disadvantage, right? Bip, you said?
Why would it be at this?
No, it's only when he hits
No.
you.
Oh, it's only on hits. Okay, I wasn't sure
Yeah.
because you're panache.
Disadvantage on hitting us or advantage on hitting Bip.
What was this? A +9. Jesus Christ.
Damn.
He's a mage.
Oh, he's a magic user. Yeah, that's intelligence.
Yeah,
He
I
looks
don't
at you
have
and
that.
goes,
Not everybody
"I
fucks their
can
way to
see
magic.
through your dirty little illusion. That's not the real Strahd. Everyone knows the real Strahd carries around a pink pony."
Alright.
Is that the end of your turn?
I'm just... No, I have this to do. Where did you leave me? This? Yeah, I get to this. Let's go, see if this works.
Roll high. Roll high. Nice.
I'll take a 9.
17.
Yep.
That's a lot extra help.
Yeah, it is. I didn't add it, I just added it.
No, I can do it from here. I literally just right click
Okay.
it. And it's done. Apparently I attacked you, but
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if that worked.
that should have worked, so I programmed it. It's fine. Start 17. There we go.
Yeah, I'm just
Don't
adding
worry about
it.
it.
Yeah.
Concentration
Good.
check, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay. That's your bonus action. You moving anywhere?
Is this a stump on the ground? How high is it?
Yeah, that's a stump.
You're a stump.
I'm gonna stand on the stump.
Okay.
If I hit him, I get advantage. I think that's not. But it's auto hit. Oh wait, never mind. No, that
ZeTian, it is now your turn. What do you wish to do?
I'm next. The voice said so.
I am next.
You're currently 60 feet away, but with your bonus action dash, you can get up there and punch him in the face regardless.
Yeah, sure, I'll do that.
You know she's just be mad at you, right?
I also probably want to raise.
That's true, that does mean you can't dash, so. But it would give you 20 feet of attack speed, or attack distance, I suppose.
Almost like a dash in itself.
Yeah, exactly. So that should be fine.
Okay. So you get up to here then. As you dash forward and you unleash your elemental powers, striking forth with your elemental blows, what element are you using this time?
The element of surprise.
Ah, yes. Well, considering it's made of 7 letters, surely that would be the molecule of surprise.
I mean, the element of surprise is quite funny.
Then just
I
say,
don't want to use fire because
Stop.
that's frost. Forest everywhere. What were you gonna say, Scat?
nothing.
Tell me, you already started
Nothing.
it.
Nope.
You already
a
started
choice.
it. You
Make a
started
choice.
it.
Nope.
You started it.
Nope.
Just do it.
Just go,
Nope.
go grab a broom and walk to the other room and just poke him with it a bunch of times.
Make your choice, Jade. What are you doing?
I will
You
come and
do it.
tickle you.
Oh hell yeah!
That's not an action in D&D.
Tickle to attack.
Tickle the D.
I feel like tickle should be a free action,
Yeah.
honestly.
I don't
Tickle
know.
the
I think
DM should be a
tickle's a
free
form of
action.
grapple.
I
Roll
guess,
to
yeah.
punch. That's what you're doing. Roll to attack.
She'd just be angry at you. Why'd you lead up to it?
I'm gonna steal your Batman pillow.
Uh-oh.
Now it's on.
What can I do? Fire, air.
Fire,
Water.
acid, lightning, thunder, or cold.
Ooh, acid. Let's go with that.
Okay. Then as you throw out whips of acid, roll to attack.
Is it unarmed strike? Yeah.
Yes.
With advantage.
With advantage. As you are striking a
Advantage, yeah.
glowing pink thing.
Damn.
Wait.
Natural 20. Go ahead and roll crit damage for your first strike.
Why do you do this?
You rolling damage, Jade?
Oh, those.
You forget it's not on ready set roll anymore.
Yeah.
How do I roll damage?
Everything's
Oh,
broken.
Maybe do it. So public,
Great hit.
very cool. There you go. Oh, you meant it. So you do
Yeah.
13 points of damage.
No 14.
No,
Take
14's
the
my
highest roll.
one. 14's my one. So we take yours. As
No,
you do
take the
13
highest
points
roll.
of acid damage with your first strike. You watch him as he goes, "Nyah!"
So that goes through the orb, the bubble.
Yep. But I'm invulnerable! Second strike?
Yep, I'll do that again. Wait, did he say I am vulnerable?
He said invulnerable.
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 And yet you still hit him, so.
Yeah, I'll do another attack.
Okay. Well to attack.
I don't want to kill him. I still want to know the mystery behind him.
That's another natural 20.
Let's
Go ahead and roll
go.
damage.
I'll try not to kill him maybe.
Okay, you can do non-lethal damage.
I love the maybe.
We can all get him back up. Maybe.
I didn't say non-lethal.
You watch as blood starts to spurt down this man's face. He's like, oh, how dare you hurt me in my globe of invulnerability? But he's still standing.
That's fine.
I realise I've got to make 2 constitution saving throws. He succeeds.
Damn.
That's your bonus action. Oh, you get 2 more points for rage. I just realised there's another 4 points of damage. I have to add that in manually because it's not working properly. Let me just check if it is, because it looks like something's being added now. No, that's the attack roll, damage roll. No, it's still not being added. That's fine. Dessel, it is your turn.
How's he looking?
He's bloodied. You can see blood coming down his face. As he turns, he's flapping his cloak at you, and you notice he's not wearing underwear.
Oh my god.
Joker's favorite.
When I notice how ZeTian's punches got through, if he's supposed to be invulnerable, and I see a blue, or I see an orb around him or something.
Yep.
But their fists went through.
Yep.
Okay.
He's a mad mage. He doesn't read his spell descriptions.
Hmm? AKA it's
Okay.
not orb
Well,
of
then he's not really an NPC. He's just a PC. Okay.
Is it an intel or an AMD?
For free action, can I just put my hand on the globe and just go through?
Yep. Nothing stops you from walking in and out of that sphere.
I guess I'll go through it. I don't really have to, but I never had to in the first place.
As you walk past the globe, he opens up his robe fully and goes, "How dare you intrude on my personal space!"
That sucks to be you. We
This
don't
is
work
my
for
square
Strahd,
foot.
but you attacked us first.
But that one said she worked for Strahd.
That one's an idiot.
True.
I will.
But she works for Strahd.
I'm gonna attack him.
Go ahead and roll to attack at advantage. As his
Non-lethal
glowing
damage.
pink willy spins in the wind.
Non-lethal damage. Attack. Oh, advantage you said, right?
Yep.
Maybe I won't roll ones this time. Hey, crit!
Go ahead and roll crit.
3 crits!
Wow.
Okay.
I had
there's
so
some-
many things I wanted to do with this guy.
I'm sorry for the fairy fire sketch.
There's that.
That's 19 points of damage. Yeah, he's still up.
They're still favored full.
Oh, okay.
Plus another 4. There's still surprise attack. Oh wait, not surprise attack. Sorry, to get rid of that one. There is. I can't put it in the macro bar because it won't let me anymore. Where the hell did it go?
Sneak
There's
attack?
a sneak attack. I can't program it into the macro. And that's 1 hit. I'll attack again. Where the hell is... Oh, it's right here. I can't click on advantage. I actually have to click the button again. That's weird. Is it still advantage because he's glowing? His penis
Yep,
is
Yeah.
still advantage.
Yes.
You have advantage on attacking his glowing willy. That is a 20.
Does it hit?
Got that. It still hits, damn it. I was like, can I shield? Nope. Go ahead and roll down.
That. How's he
You
looking?
need damage to the weapon.
Sorry?
You need damage to the weapon, you missed it.
Oh, shit. Didn't pop up. Oh, there it is. Normal. How's he looking?
As you get the second strike and you punch him in the face, he falls over backwards and goes, you will break my body, but never mind. Alright. And then goes unconscious.
Oh my god.
Also, he owes us a fuck ton of concentration checks, but okay.
Oh, he went incapacitated. That's no problem.
He owed it for before, anyways.
So, looking at the half-dressed mage before you, you can see he has a very scraggly, long beard. It clearly hasn't kept look after himself for a while. And yeah, you have an unconscious mage on your hands.
Is his penis still glowing?
His penis is still glowing.
Awesome.
I'd like to walk up to him and cure
I wanna
some
ransack his body.
wounds.
And do what?
Cure some wounds.
Whoa.
That will wake him up.
I want to loot his body first, see what else he has in case he tries to throw it at us.
We'll tie him
I
up.
wanna sound his penis
Whoa.
with like a dagger. Like,
Can I go through all his robes, even though he's not wearing undies? I'm guessing he doesn't have pockets, but who knows?
All he currently has on him is a simple dagger.
oh,
I'll
I'll
take
take
it
it.
away from him so he doesn't stab us.
My dagger. Fine. Gimme.
No, not until you ask nicely.
No, my dagger. You don't use dagger.
Too
You
bad.
hear mumbling in his sleep. My dagger.
And then I don't know. I guess he's on the ground. Does rope of entanglement still get a save if I use it while he's unconscious?
I would say it just takes effect.
And I'll use this for the first time ever. Now you can wake him up.
Use the rope of entanglement.
Now you can wake him up, I guess. I don't know.
Okay. You heal him.
Before he wakes up, I'm gonna stand behind him with my dagger next to his throat. Just so you know.
Well, you get the other dagger when you ask nicely. Until then, it's mine.
As he wakes up, he looks all around you, entangled in the rope, and goes, "Ooh, I didn't realize we were in the middle of a BDSM session.
Oh.
Nah. Wait, no, it's you. Give me back my hand axe.
Can you cure an
I'm a
illness?
mighty barbarian, I'll have you know. I will break these bonds.
You kind of seem like a fraud.
Well, it's only a 15. He could maybe make it.
No, he can't. If you knew his strength score, no, he can't.
He is a fraud.
Not
A fraud?
necessarily.
No, I said Strahd.
No, you are a fraud.
He did
I
have
am
magic.
a fraud.
Does make him a mage. And he's a little mad. That's all the information we ever got on him. There's no fraud here.
A little
Fraud.
you say.
I guess that would put me up front, but
He's a fraud because everyone made him seem so good, but he's not good at all.
I am not a frog, young lady.
You're a frog. Have you looked at
Is-
yourself?
if I ask you, can you cure madness?
No.
I don't know. Is
I am
madness
not mad. I am the mighty frog mage.
is
Ribbits.
madness a condition?
Nope.
Madness
nope,
is considered a condition that a certain spell that has could be.
I don't have
That's
it.
what I mean. You cured me of my illness.
No,
Maybe it might work on
I
this
cured
dude.
your curse.
Yeah, you cured his syphilis. But he's actually thinking of a different spell
I know.
that I also know you have.
Which, if you don't know, I'm not gonna say. It's called Cure Syphilis. No, that means. Yeah.
It costs 100 gold to cast, though, technically.
This guy might have information. He seems to be against Strahd. He could be useful to us if he wasn't so crazy. A little cray-cray.
He's not crazy.
I could calm
He's
his
passionate.
emotions.
Does he look rich?
He looks like a dirty hobo.
So then he's crazy.
Yeah, good
When
guy.
you're broke, you're crazy. When you're rich, you're eccentric.
No, he's not.
Yeah, that's
he's
true.
passionate.
So if he looks broke, he's crazy.
As Bay wonders what she's doing, he starts thrusting at the air. I cast lightning bolt, lightning bolt, lightning bolt, as he starts wiggling his way towards the cliff edge.
I will hold on to him, I guess, to make sure he doesn't like fall over. We're not made of infinite cure wounds.
Help! I help Dessel with the rope if I can. Is it magical or is it not magical?
It's a magical rope. Wait, he can't kill himself. I'm holding one end still, apparently. You could just dangle off the side.
Trying.
Yeah. Weird.
Doesn't stop him from trying.
Can I use my strength to try to get him up from the whatever cliff?
I mean, you can
Like-
pick him up with no issue.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
like
don't know. Everything's saying
You have
charmed.
no
I
problem.
don't know. I could add confusion to him.
Well, whilst
I can
chat
go pick
and
him up.
TikTok simultaneously face palms themselves while we wait on Bay, I'm just going to quickly go to the toilet.
Wait, what?
It's just a moment where everyone's just screaming at Bay, knowing full well what spell she needs.
Nobody's screaming
And the fact that
at me.
2024 book allows her to cast it for free.
For
But she
free?
needs to remember that.
For free?
Yeah, we were talking about it earlier, I'm pretty sure.
That has Bay managed to figure it out.
Was it greater
Well-
restoration? Because, well, it doesn't. It says exhaustion, charmed, or petrified.
Yeah, so exhaustion, charmed, petrified, condition. It's a bit weird a way to put it here. A curse including target's attunement to a cursed magic item. Any reduction to one of the target's ability scores, including something like intelligence, which leads to madness, and any reduction to target's hit points.
Huh. Yeah, okay. Well, if I get a free one, fuck it.
Do you remember how you get your free one?
No, because you never told me.
Yeah, I did.
No.
Mhm.
No. You said that I get it, yes. Didn't show me how.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. If you remember, you got a new feature at level 10.
No.
Now have a quick look at your features. See if there's a new one there. I will make you learn your character the hard way.
Yeah.
See anything new under the features there? That seems very clericy. You know,
I mean, they all
might let you talk to Apep a bit. You know.
kind of do.
Yeah. Well, what's it called? What's it called?
I don't know. I have to read through them.
Starts with a D.
Well, that's what I'm reading.
Yeah,
There's
starts with a
divine
D, yeah, yeah.
intervention or divine order.
There you go. So Divine Intervention allows you to cast a 5th level or lower spell on the cleric spell list as an action, requiring no verbal, somatic, or material components.
Once per long rest.
Yep.
Yes. I know. I was reading that while you guys were being rude.
What rude.
It's fun being rude. So, as you cast Divine Intervention, you clasp your hands together and you pray to the mighty god Apep to help you and help this man to cure him of the madness. As you lay your hands upon him, purple energy strikes forth from your fingertips and covers this man from head to toe and his glowing pink willy. As the spell ends, you see him look up at you and go, "You are so beautiful, maiden." Now I cast Lightning Bolt and continues to thrust the sky.
You fucking kidding me?
Sketch, did you see what I sent you? Or
I want to knock him in the back of the head with my sword, unconscious.
Before you do that,
Enough's enough.
Are you
since
fucking
you're the one
kidding
that
me?
cast Greater Restoration on him, can you roll for me a Arcana check, please?
With advantage?
You know, considering you used Apep, you know something must be wrong, so I'm going to say yes. Just because of the situation you cast a spell. 18, that's exactly what you needed. So, as you look into the man's eyes, you realize that he has cast a spell on himself. A very powerful spell known as Mind Blank,
Oh god.
making him immune to spells that might cure him of madness. He has a few hours left on it.
Now can I knock him unconscious?
I knew you might try something sneaky,
Before I know that.
so I prepared myself as I always do.
Now
So
can I
should
knock
we
him
just tie
unconscious?
him up and take him with us?
Can I give him cage?
You can always cure him another day, I guess.
Can I knock him unconscious, Val?
Yeah, sure.
Alright, I do that.
If you bonk him unconscious, you hear him go, "Time stop!"
Are there any, I don't know, like footprints or a path or something that kind of tell us where he came from? I want to see if I can find his house or hut or tower or whatever the fuck he's got.
Yeah.
A manor.
Roll a survival check to see if you can find where he came from.
Eh.
16? You remember him being transformed into an elk when he first saw you. Knowing how big elks are, you are actually quite easily able to track his footprints back through and up the mountain. However, you get to this point just behind you. So just up here. I'll just do this the easiest way.
I'm just gonna say this, just because.
Just here.
I'm gonna link
where the
myself with that Rihanna.
footprints stop.
And as I'm walking up there, I'd ask ZeTian to carry him with us.
Sure.
Okay, I.
What's going on?
No.
No, it's reasons, I'm sorry.
Oh. Just cut out.
Yeah, so yeah. So what did you ask, sorry?
No, I'm asking what's going on. So are we over here then?
Yes, you would be over there.
I am
And
linked
what
with
we-
that Rihanna.
We lost the trail?
Yep, it just disappears.
And you hear that, like, in the background. Fuck you, Spear.
Can I... This is gonna sound stupid, but maybe not. Do I get any, like a feral scent I link to the Kitsune, and if I bring the Kitsune out, can they help me search for the scent of where the fucker this guy came from? If there's like a secret door or hole in the ground, a visible wall.
Go ahead and roll a perception check at advantage.
Wait.
It's not so bad.
As you examine the area with the Kitsune's help, you look around, but there just seems to be this moment where the footsteps just disappear. All his smell just vanishes into thin air. But you can't see anything around you.
Well, I got an idea, but anybody else got an idea?
I can start tapping on the rocks to see if there's like a secret door.
That's one way. If I start tapping upwards, do I hit like an invisible barrier, like my rope trick?
Roll investigation checks, both of you.
At advantage. I heard that.
Yay! Yay, beep!
Woo!
Worked out for both of you, anyways.
I am a detective.
I'm a better detective.
Oh yeah, shut up.
I'm a better detective.
You're a damn dirty cheating DM with your mods that can't roll high.
Hey, I only have a +1. You have a +8. I am the better detective. I'm
roll
not kidding.
shitty.
Shut up. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get me another beer.
That'll teach me.
Yes, I'll show you.
That'll teach me. Okay. Knocking around. You can't seem to find anything that would indicate a secret door. It seems very much like natural rock around you.
Is it a
There's
secret
no
door?
cracks, no indentations, no nothing that would say, here is the secret door. Dessel.
Up.
With your 22 investigation, knowing the kind of spells that might be able to do this, you look around.
Stab the air.
There is nothing in the air,
What, in front of me? In
like
a doorway?
a barrier or something that you'd knock your hand against.
There's no like secret doorway that's invisible or anything? Nothing like that? Like just stabbing all around me?
What you do see is a very, very fine, pink shimmering line across the floor where the footprints disappear.
Can I stab at it?
Your blade passes right through the shimmering line, seeming to have no effect.
And then I'd have to ask Bay and Adriana to take a look at it because it's over my pay grade. Over my class grade.
Can I go in it?
How wide is this line?
About 10 feet.
Can I like go
It's
in it?
10 feet wide?
6 feet
Yeah.
wide or long?
10 feet long, wide about
Okay.
the head.
A hair, okay. I was like,
Okay.
What kind of hair?
yeah, I was like, holy crap, it's a thick line.
That's different line.
Is it a
Yeah, I'm
pubic
following in.
hair or is it hair off a long person's hair? A long person's hair?
Or it's like a
No,
bald
it's
hair.
A shaved head hair? A nose
As in the
hair?
width of a hair. As in the width of a hair. It's very fine.
Trying to make me go mad.
Like the mage.
Did someone say my name?
You're unconscious. I hit him again.
He's unconscious. I have this orb. Sketch, I have this orb.
Okay.
I want to try and put the orb. It's just a. I can link if you're there. It's a regular thing.
Adriana and
I
her
just want-
balls.
I just want to put it towards the light. See what happens. Because I'm assuming it will bounce.
As you start to fondle your balls, nothing seems to happen.
The light goes right through the orb.
Yep.
It doesn't bend the light at all.
Not
Like
at all.
glass. Like glass.
It's
would,
almost as
probably.
if it's like another plane of existence or something. It just seems to be
Gotcha.
unfazed by anything physical going towards it.
Okay. Gotcha. Huh. Okay. Then... how do I make, like, an illusion check? Like, to see through an illusion, if, like, the wall is an illusion?
Be on it.
That would be studying, so it would be your perception or investigation versus the spell's DC. But Bip and Dessel both rolled for that kind of thing. So you would know if there is that kind of thing there. So you know it's not an illusion, I should say.
Okay. I don't have anything else. Can I look for spices in the light? No, I'm kidding.
Spicy light.
Spicy light.
Any other ideas?
How do I touch it?
All my stuff.
I mean,
If
besides
you touch
stabbing
Adriana's
it,
ball,
Ooh.
nothing seems to happen.
No, the
How do I
line.
touch the cunt hair wide line?
How does the line disappear? Does it just stop, or does it hit like a rock or something?
It just stops.
Like, okay.
Just comes to a dead end and just finishes.
Would I be able to identify it?
Go ahead and roll an Arcana check to see if you know the spell.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get at.
I would say
Alright.
this would be a disadvantage because it would not be on your spell list.
I'm not gonna get it, so it's a 10.
Yeah,
Even on
no.
regular, so.
Can I
Yeah.
touch
You
it?
have no idea what spell this is.
Can I touch it?
Yeah.
You touch the beam of light and nothing happens.
Aw,
It passes
man.
straight through your hand.
I'm thinking it's ethereal in some way, but I don't know what it is.
I'm gonna grab a piece of cake and I'm gonna put it on the line and gonna go here for you. And I'm just gonna walk away because there's nothing I can do.
Does... Okay, this is weird. Would the Kitsune know anything? Because it's semi-ethereal. If I were to ask it. And also, Androl. He's a different kind of ethereal. Doesn't really answer my questions at all, but...
Both of them are able to tell you that nothing exists currently on the ethereal plane around you.
And there's nothing on Androl except for... Can I touch it with the dagger? The plain dagger?
It just heads straight through it.
I throw that dagger on the ground. It's useless.
Let's pick it up.
I thought so.
Can I
Did you read me,
Missy
Yoko?
step through it?
Yeah, you take it. It's... Oh.
Oh, that's a point.
Oh.
What's I remember, Joker?
Yeah.
Since you knocked the Mad Mage unconscious, you do take 2d6 points of psychic damage.
Yay!
Yeah.
You want me to roll that, or you gonna roll it?
I'll do it.
Okay.
So you feel the rage of the Kitsune running through you. It seems unhappy with the fact that you chose to resolve things peacefully. You take 5 points of psychic damage.
Yay. Yeah, I thought it was gonna be the other way around. I thought Angel was mad at me for still knocking him out.
No. He sees out as relatively peaceful. You know, like he's not unreasonable. You can see he's attacking you. But like for him, knocking him out. For the Kitsune,
But now
killing
we
him.
all my finger at the Kitsune. No. We just hit the pill.
I don't know. Does anybody else see me get attacked that way?
No.
Cool. what if I were to try my echo to go to the line? Does it do anything?
Still nothing happens.
So I take it that's a no, I cannot Misty step through it.
No, you can't.
I'm having a hard time picturing this line. So what? It's on the ground or just floating in the air, just a line?
No, it's on the ground.
Is it kind of like in Alien, where like the eggs are? There's that like little piece of like blue light that's just over top of the mist. You know what I'm talking about?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Nope.
Nope,
Like-
not
I
at
know
all.
what you're talking about.
I think that's
I
what
know
it
Imagine if
exactly
someone
what
took a
you're talking
laser
about.
pen and just laid it on the ground.
is. Laid it.
That's
yeah,
what
yeah,
it
yeah,
is.
yeah.
Okay.
Any other ideas?
The only thing I can think of is trying to pry a door open that might be there that's not really there, like stab and pull
You
or
walked
like.
Over the line quite a few times. There doesn't seem to be a door there.
Yeah, so. I don't want to wake douchebag up because who knows what's in there. He could escape in there and never come back out. He is mad and all.
He's mad, not stupid.
I can't grab it. I can't touch it.
I can't go over it. I can't go around it. So we
Can
go
you
under
fuck
it.
Can I limbo it? Yeah.
Can you fuck it?
No, you can't.
If it's floating in the air and I back up into it, does it look like it goes up my butt?
It looks like it goes in your butt and out your mouth.
That's what I'm.
I'm a
thinking.
fire in my laser, brother.
Sketch. That's what I'm picturing it as. I put it in gamer lobby, but it's not blue and it's thinner than that.
Oh, yeah, it's been a long time since I've seen that movie.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't see
That's what I'm
you put
picturing.
that on.
It's in
Yeah,
gamer lobby.
gamer lobby. I think
No,
so.
but he said something like
Kinda
Yeah,
like
and
that, I
it's
guess.
It's like over the ground, but it's not like really. Yeah.
And it's that wide? It was just a line. So like a laser pointer.
The
you
line.
said.
It's
Yeah,
just
so it's like a
line,
laser
yeah.
pointer that with like mist that you can see the whole line.
I think it's
Yeah.
like a sensor. Or like an alarm, maybe. I
Okay,
don't know.
if I'm gonna ask ZeTian to come give me the Mad Mage. I'm gonna hold on to him and I'm gonna walk over the line. Maybe maybe he requires him to
Say
go
then.
through it.
Say then, give me the thing.
I'm gonna have to read something. One moment.
Oh, I just died.
Yeah. And Joker loses his ankles.
Rip.
I hold on to him like really tight, like in a bear hug, and I like go over. Or through it. Again, that's weird. I think I just died.
Yeah, no ankles for you. Cut both of your Achilles tendons.
Yeah, probably.
As you walk through, with the Mad Mage on your shoulders, as you try to go over the line, he seems to bump into something, whereas you manage to pass straight through it.
Okay, I back up or whatever the fuck happened. Can I use his mimic his hands with my hands, like grab his back of his hand and use it and push a door kind of thing or a doorknob? Can I feel like the outer edges with his hand to see what the hell I'm
Yeah.
working with?
Roll perception at disadvantage, and so you're essentially using someone else's hands.
I don't know what you want me to do here. Well, that didn't care.
That
Or-
yeah.
You
That's
can
horrible.
get the outline of a large door in front of you, but you can't seem to locate a handle or anything to touch.
Like I know what this is, but I don't know what this is. So
Yeah,
I
you
use-
can tell there's a door here that he seems to be able to interact with, but you guys can't.
Hold on a minute. I have something that is a mage.
is a mage.
Yeah, I'm gonna use his hand. No, I'm gonna try and use a mage hand, see what happens. If it goes through
Your mage hand passes directly through it.
through it. Okay.
I know what this is. It's just I'm not in game. Don't know
Yeah,
what it is.
I just thought that'd be funny too, because it says mage hand, and I was like, ah.
Yeah, I know, I got the joke, but I'm sure there's someone laughing.
Good.
He.
Ha 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 ha.
Ah, I'll join you.
Wait, here we go. We'll get the. There you go. Alright, fuck it. And I can't use his hand to just push open said door. Or box shape.
You attempted to
use
find
it?
a handle or something, but you couldn't find one to push it open with. It
Gotcha.
seems that it's locked or something, and there's like there must be a handle or something somewhere that you just can't find with using
No.
his hand.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
pull, not a push. That's what
If
you.
you, if you guys see Adriana, she has her hand up, like she would in class, like waiting for someone to.
Well, I already asked you if you know what the fuck this is.
I'm gonna high five her.
Oh,
This is about my class grade.
She has.
I have an
her hand
idea.
up. I'll high five her.
you're fine. Okay.
Up.
It's not exactly a class grade thing, but it's an idea.
And
If I grab his legs and you grab his torso, can we use him as a battering ram to open the door? You think?
I'm pretty sure I just tried to push the door with his body weight and mine behind it. I think it only opens.
You can
for-
try using him as a battering ram, but
No, like
that
we were
would
just
make
use-
him take damage.
We can heal him. We have the technology.
Is this any worse than the waterboarding life raft across a lake?
Maybe, maybe not.
All right, I
It
think
is
we have to wake his ass up.
Okay.
I don't think there's any other. I think it only opens for him.
Can I slap him across the face?
I guess that
Wake
might
him
wake him up.
Oh, I'm home.
Yeah, would you like to invite us in?
No,
We're-
with vampires all
we're
of a
friends.
sudden?
Well, look, we brought you home. You got drunk, and we brought you home.
I haven't drunk liquor in 5,021 and 68 days.
I'm
Well, we
gonna
saw
look
a
at him.
lot of liquor bottles on the way here. I will say.
What are
There
you
was a
talking about?
lot
We
of-
found
Okay.
you passed out on a rock.
Okay,
Yeah.
wait. I have a question. Is he hostile to us right now?
Doesn't seem to be.
Okay, can I panache him?
Sure.
Sure.
It's persuasion. I'm gonna like flap my eyelids to him. And I'm like, can you let me in, please? I need to pee.
I mean, if we weren't your friends, how would we know where your invisible door home is? You obviously told us when we were friends.
You're right. Of course you're my friends. Come inside. And as he says that, all of you suddenly see a door appear in front of you. The doorknob on the bottom of the door.
On the bottom of the door.
Okay.
Wow. I couldn't find it.
Yeah, no wonder.
Now is it a push or a pull?
Why am I in this rope?
I was just gonna say I would take the rope off after the door opens, and I have my foot in the doorway, just in
As
case.
you have your foot in the doorway, he goes, wonderful. Stands up and his robe falls completely off as he walks inside buck naked.
I'm fine with that, as long as you make
Okay.
it inside too.
Yeah, I don't care.
As you head inside the mount, the invisible door, you see in front of you an incredibly beautiful mansion. Though there seems to be a lot of things that are a little off. The stairs, they head up, but then immediately back down. There is no actual second floor. You can see a kitchen, but it's lined with all bowls and absolutely no plates. All the servers that seem to be walking around this place are walking on their hands rather than their feet.
We're in the upside down.
Oh,
Well, come inside. No one can see us in here. We're all perfectly safe from Strahd and his minions. Wait, weren't you his minions? I thought you were his minions.
No.
no,
that
those
was
were the other
no.
guys. They look just like us. We
Yeah,
stopped
yeah.
them.
Oh,
We
of
brought
course.
you
we killed those
Doppelgangers all
assholes.
over the place these days, aren't they?
Yeah. Yeah.
Lovely daisies. What are we doing?
A
drink!
You
drink.
were inviting us for drinks and food. After we saved you.
Of course. Let me prepare some drinks. Servants, give me the finest piss water we have on tap. As they come back, they bring a table flipped over with the legs, and they serve you beers in what looks like wine glasses onto the chair legs of the table instead. He brings out some food, and it kind of looks kind of like a sausage, but it has a pig head on the end of it.
Interesting.
Delicious.
They're delightful, aren't they? They're lovely and lovely. As he picks one up and just bites the head off.
I do the same,
in
just
Rome.
out of respect.
As you bite in, you realize it tastes like candy.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh
when in
my.
Rome.
Oh my.
I'm going to say, how did you make something so exquisite?
Because I'm a mage, obviously. Every mage can do this. This is simple. I can also do... And then he stops, mid-sentence. You look around, and he's at the top of the stairs that goes up and goes, see? I can do that! It's cool, right?
Adriana's gonna like nod her head.
I'm gonna
I'll
be
go-
like, so awesome, and start clapping like, woo!
I'll be like, would I be able to browse the kitchen? Because I am a chef in training, and I would like to learn how to make such exquisite things.
I don't even know if
And
there
I'm
is a
gonna
kitchen,
tell
they
him,
just-
You want to browse the kitchen? There's no books in the kitchen. Why would you browse the kitchen? You can browse the library. Plenty of books in there.
What else is here other than the library, which we are very interested in? But what else is in your wonderful home?
Well, I have the prison, the BDSM room. I've got the foyer. Oh, that's where we are. You can see the foyer. I've got the livelihood room, which is full of alive things. It's really lively in there. And I also have the skylight.
The alive room.
I'm pretty
So
sure he
this
has a mini sun
BDSM
somewhere.
room, huh?
Does the skylight stare up into the sky, or is it like everything else in here and it stares down from above?
You want to go check out the skylight room?
I wanna
I
go.
do.
I would.
And I also want to ask him if there's any prisoners in his dungeon.
No prisoners. It's every time I try to take prisoners, they can't get in the door for some strange reason. Who
friends?
just rude these days, so I have to just leave them out in the wild.
Yeah, because only friends can come here. That's another proof that we're your friends. We got
Friends,
in.
yeah.
Oh, that is true. Well, friends, shall we go check out the skylight?
I want
Yes,
it.
let's.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
The kitchen?
And I'm gonna like clamp his
I'm gonna go-
his arm, like like a lady. I'm gonna be like la la la, skipping with him. Let's go check the skylight.
I want to be as close as possible because, he's mad. He might just start going mad again and do something against us.
I'm gonna
Sure.
try and sneak
I'll be
away.
prepared for it, hopefully.
As you follow him, he leads you up the stairs that seems to lead to nowhere. But when you get to the top, you notice that it suddenly turns 90 degrees and there's a hallway. So you just fall over the edge and start walking down, as
Oh.
gravity seems to change location to where it is. As you walk down this 90-degree corridor, you end up at a room that just has this massive globe over the top of it. And it seems to be looking out into the foyer that is currently above you, but the light is below you. And you have no idea how it works.
So exactly what you
Yeah.
thought it was.
Yeah.
Yes, the skylight.
Upside down.
we want-
skylight.
Yeah, if we wanted to look at something outside your house, would it be possible?
No, you'd have to open the door for that. There are no windows. Why would I have windows in my house? What do I want? Natural light?
Yes.
Ew.
I'm
Well,
gonna look at
natural
everyone
is
like, what? Are you crazy? No light, no natural light.
Everyone knows light from mage hands and all that kind of good things is far better for you than natural sunlight.
Yeah,
I'm
we all
gonna-
know it.
I'm gonna do produce flame in my hand and go, yep, just like this.
How you snuck off?
Produce flame? That you wouldn't use produce flame in a hallway like this. Obviously, you use Mel's acid arrow. As he casts Mel's acid arrow, he just spatters it against a wall, and you see the acid is now glowing.
Is there any damage to the walls?
It doesn't seem to have taken damage, no.
Alright.
So we found a bunker.
Yep. Any nukes
Can
go
we,
off? Go here.
Can we check out the library?
Of course. Follow me. And instead of walking back the way you came, he walks through the skylight, falls through the skylight, and back onto the floor.
Does he look like he took damage?
No, he looks up and goes, "Are you following?"
Yeah, I'd be following.
Yeah.
And he will follow. You fall. And you realize that as you fall through the sky, you suddenly have slow fall. And then you automatically upright and land on your feet safely in the foyer once again. Right. Library. Where did I put that? Oh, yes. I remember. Through here. And he walks through the right-hand door to your right, and then immediately comes out the kitchen. Oh, no, that was the wrong turn. He goes back through the kitchen, and then you hear him shout through, Are you coming?
Yeah, I'd be following. I wouldn't let him too far out of my reach.
Then as you go through to where the kitchen was a moment ago, you now see a giant room. Nature all around you. You can see, like, trees and these kind of leaves that fold in on themselves. And in the middle of the room, a giant berry.
Can I examine the plants around to see if any of them are like poisonous or venom?
Roll a nature check.
I can also do that sketch with my thingy. It says I can look for poison food.
As you look at these plants, none of them look natural. There's something wrong with almost every plant you look at. Almost if, like, a child drew them. It's like a child saw a plant on holiday and tried to draw it when they go home, and there's just something off about every single one of them. And the cactus's spines are slightly too thick. A lot of the plants have faces on them. And instead of, like, tiny petals that overlap each other, they're just massive petals.
Right.
It's been a while since you had us into your home. I don't remember this berry being here. It looks bigger than it was. Did you do something? What is it?
It looks like it's grown. Berry, have you grown a bit? And suddenly, as it turns around, you can see this massive face on the other side of the berry. As it looks down and goes, "No." Yes, he probably grew, yes.
Hello, Barry.
Goodbye.
He turns around.
No, he's still looking at you.
He's just looking at us.
I'm gonna wave goodbye to the berry.
Goodbye, Barry.
Does it look like a good berry?
How short have you been here for?
I have been here for 10,005,069 days.
It's a long time.
That's a long time.
What's your not function in this house?
I don't have a function.
Well, it was bad meeting you. We're gonna just stay here, and I will try and get to the library.
What do you mean trying to get to the library? This is the library.
Yeah, it's. God damn it.
It lies to you. It's the library.
Oh, God.
I mean, do you really think he's been here 10,069 days? Of course he hasn't.
The
only planted him 2 weeks ago.
library, not berry.
Where do you keep your books?
Books?
Yeah, your
What do I have any need for books for?
I'm gonna
Where
go
do you keep-
books up for
where do you
nerds,
keep the
you guys. What the
important-
heck?
Where do you keep the important stuff? All the precious stuff you showed us last time we were here.
Huh. Precious stuff.
the important stuff, you know? The stuff too good to have strangers see, but you show to friends all the time.
I genuinely can't think of where I left it. I feel like I am missing something very important, though.
Maybe you should walk us
Where would
around and
that
say you
be?
think.
You watch him as he starts walking up the nearest wall.
I follow.
Huh. You walk up the wall next to him. Gravity seems to swap as you're on the wall. I genuinely don't know where it is. Maybe through this window?
Let's
You
keep
see
looking till
suddenly
we
a
find
window
it.
appears.
Let's keep looking till we find it. Maybe if you think about where, think about precious stuff and stuff, and you know all the good stuff that you would keep around. Maybe they'll just show up in front of you in the next room.
I don't think that's quite how this works.
Have you tried? Maybe if
I
you think-
have.
Maybe it's through that doorway, and I would just point at any door. Maybe it's on the other side of that doorway, if you think hard enough.
I don't think it is, but we can try. And he walks back down the wall and goes through the kitchen once again. The kitchen that was once the library, and now is something completely different. You can see in front of you a completely blank space. Seems I left something here, but I don't know what.
Where is my mind? Where is my mind?
I'm gonna walk, when we walk in, I'm gonna go, oh look, it's all of Bip's sexual partners.
Yeah.
And, as I was saying to Bub, what's Bub gonna do?
I'm gonna look at you, be like, what do you know?
I mean, I thought you were going to look at him and be like, who the hell is Bip?
Yeah.
Wait, I said Bip? I meant Bub.
Yeah, you said Bip.
I meant Bub.
Fuck is Bip?
I meant Bub.
Well, did you tell us that he's under a magical effect, or keep that to yourself?
No, I told you that. You know
you
he's-
didn't tell me that. You told
Oh, yeah.
somebody.
Hey.
I can't remember who it was.
Me.
Yeah,
Did she tell us?
You acted as she did, so I assume so.
Oh, actually,
I
wasn't
revoke it.
assuming
I
he
didn't
did.
tell
I just
you
assume
shit.
he's gonna his madness will turn on us.
He's not gonna tell us. Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't acting like he did. Like I knew that. I was acting more like his madness was gonna turn on us at any moment. Treating him like that gullible child, or the drunken fool. Somehow all the same.
Sorta, kinda, yeah.
With a little bit of beer. I mean, what?
Up to you. Any thoughts of what you wish to do?
I still want to go in the kitchen, but like,
Well, where's
somehow
the
by
kitchen now?
myself.
We lost it.
Yeah, I'm gonna just try and like go through it, see if I can figure it out.
As you walk out the door and you turn around, it's still the blank room. It seems this place seems to take whatever form he wants, or his mind seems to think is correct at the time.
Yeah, that's why I assumed if I got thinking about it, magical stuff, something magical might appear in the next room.
Okay. Do I appear somewhere else in the blank room or the same door?
The same door.
Interesting. Okay.
You ever watch the movie Cube? I think
It's
3.
this is almost reminding me of like Willy Wonka, just like how things just like are all over the place. It's very fun.
I mean, it reminds me of even older film Mary Poppins when they went into the floating house. Pretty sure it was Mary Poppins.
I know of Mary Poppins, but I don't think I've ever seen Mary
I don't
Poppins.
think
I've never actually
it
seen it
was
either, to be
Mary
honest.
Poppins. I
Alice in
can't think of a
Wonderland? No, I don't know.
floating house. I know bed knobs and
pretty sure.
broomsticks was kind of like forever changing areas.
That came out in Canada.
Bed knobs and
Yeah.
broomsticks, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was some crap old thing that only really came out on VHS.
Yeah, it's floating tea party.
Floating tea. I've
Floating
never
tea
heard of
party.
that one.
Yeah, I can't think of that.
I'm gonna say, Mage, are you hungry?
No.
You did just eat.
I'm gonna say, I could definitely go for some bread right now. Some like really fresh cooked bread. Oh, be delicious.
I don't know how
Yeah.
bread is made.
Do you want me to teach you?
Oh, I remember. He walks out of the room. Follow. As he goes into the room that was opposite, you look forward and you see this very strange kind of lion statue made of what looks like obsidian. And after a few seconds, it burps and it just fires a loaf of bread at the wall.
Oh.
I thought you were gonna say a
I'm taking the
man
bread.
gonna.
I'm
Roll
not
a
gonna lie, we
beard
could use
out.
one of these in our windmill.
Can I?
Can I just barge in very quickly?
Mhm.
Yeah.
ZeTian like magically went to a bedroom and magically fell asleep.
Aw.
Good night, Jade.
Good night, Jade.
Have a good night, Jade.
Good
And
night.
suddenly, bedrooms appear from just every corner. You can see just suddenly doors appear on all the walls. ZeTian just goes in one and finds a really comfy room with a pillow that's kind of shaped like a giant U and sleeps in it.
He's not lying. We do have that. As it's a pregnancy pillow for me and a fat man pillow for him.
Oh, I thought it was like when you sleep, you put your arms out in the shape of an F, and the U is there to tell Scat to fuck off. Don't get in my bed.
Don't go in bed.
Don't go.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, these pillows have worked out great because you can't steal my half of the bed now.
I still do. Anyway.
It sequesters her into a little section. It's really easy to push her back into now.
Okay, bye.
Good
night.
Good night.
Night.
Can I tell him? Can I say, may I go up to it? The lion. I'm referring to.
I mean, I'd be careful. They bite, don't they? I thought they did. Maybe they don't.
Oh, they definitely do.
I want to go up to it behind, and I just want to gently pat it, like on the back, like you would a baby, so it burps.
I'm gonna whisper to the mage. Oh, they really don't like that. They bite everybody that does it.
As you pet the back, suddenly the tail lifts up and it starts farting dramatically. And it shoots out what looks like some sort of strange doughy ball.
Okay.
With
Just
little
one?
chocolate topped on top.
Just one.
chocolate.
Yeah, just one. Just a really big one.
I'm gonna bring it to Joker and say, "Oh, look at this tasty pastry."
I don't know who Joker is, so I ain't not.
Take it to Dessel.
Yeah.
Joker, I'm taking it to you, so take it. I go,
If I
Dessel.
saw where
I go,
it came from, I don't think I want it.
I go, oh. I think you do. You're gonna hurt the lion's feelings.
I didn't try to make friends with it. You just did. Does it look sad?
No, I just.
Is it because you
I
just
just
went
want.
to go pet it?
No, I just wanted it to, be in like not in any discomfort.
Well, I'm good. I ate a piece of that pig's head, dog's head, whatever it was.
Pig's head, yeah.
Pig's head.
I'll look at the
The
mage.
big head candy.
The big head. I'll look at the mage to be like, isn't this a good treat?
Let me see. He plunges his hand directly into the center and pulls it out, and you see it's covered in like this really brown stuff, but it smells really sweet, and he starts licking it. Tastes good to me.
I'm gonna hand it to Bay.
No, thank you.
Bay, you have now a destroyed chocolate cream profiterole.
I said no, thank you.
Oh,
She
they just
just-
thank
She
you.
just
She
I was
just
like,
lets
yeah,
it drop on the ground, like, oh.
don't mind her. She has no manners. She made a mess of your
And the
fortune.
moment it drops on the ground, you see this kind of spectral broom come along and just sweep it up.
Oh, that's nice.
Fancy. We also could use one of those in our windmill.
You wouldn't happen to have
You've
a
got
room,
undead child slaves.
Yeah, I know.
You've
I
got
know.
enough.
You wouldn't also have like a room full of gold stuff and items, kind of like, and I'll show them the sword. You know, this color, you know, this shape maybe, or something else. You know, magical stuff.
I show him the
I
gems.
think I do have something like that.
It would probably look wonderful.
What's it?
I show him the gems in
Yeah.
my circlet and ask him if he has any more of those.
I absolutely do. Follow me. He walks back through and heads back to where the kitchen was. And suddenly, as you walk in, you see a room that has just walls and walls of the purple gems and rapiers that look exactly like Sir Anvil's rapier.
It's just gems and rapiers?
Huh.
Yep.
Yeah, I know what happened.
What?
Okay.
What happened?
Well, I'm going on the assumption in game of whatever he thinks of manifests. I'm trying to find the room that's most important to him, but he just created a room full of what we just showed him. They're not real.
Yeah.
Ah.
I'm trying to find where he actually keeps his shit.
I see what you're saying.
So I'm gonna go, no, not the exact same stuff. You gotta have some stuff of your own that looks similar, or, you know, where's your special stuff? Maybe we want to trade.
You see him ponder for a moment, and whilst you're standing there, the room melts away and returns to that blank space. I can't think of where it is, for the life of me.
All right, his
Where could
madness
I
is
have possibly
keeping
left it?
his madness is keeping us from the truth of this place.
Yeah.
If only there's something we could do about it. How long has this place been here? Is it gonna be here in like 12 hours? Is your home always here?
My home's always here. Where else would it be?
Where do you sleep?
Here.
In this room with nothing in it?
Well, no, I sleep up there.
Where? Can you show us?
You look up and you see the sky lamp that you walked through to get back to the foyer has now turned into bedrooms.
We should go take a look. See how comfy your bed is.
Why don't we? Suddenly gravity turns off, flips upside down, and you fall towards the beds.
Do we fall on the beds?
Yeah. You bounce on them.
Okay.
They're very soft and comfortable. Probably the comfiest bed you guys have ever slept in. And every single one has a duvet with his face on it.
Perfect.
No.
Well, I can't
No.
speak to the most comfortable one, but I mean, Adriana has experience in multiple beds. Maybe she knows.
Of
know
all
what?
the beds you've been in, Adriana, this is
Here,
one
hold
of the most comfortable.
It's pretty damn comfy. It's not the best, but it's damn close.
I could definitely feel the burn on my knees after a little while on this bed, you know?
Jesus.
If we were to sleep here, you think we'd all get a good night's rest? Good day, you know, good rest in general, since no light from outside.
Absolutely. No one comes in here except for me and my friends. Who are my friends again?
We are, of
We are.
course.
And I'm gonna
Oh.
That's why we're here.
Of course.
I'm gonna what would do like beads exist? Like friendship bracelets? You know what I mean?
I wouldn't know.
Kind of
As
deal?
you like turn away for a second and say like beads, friendship beads, you see he's now holding like a string of beads. One starts really big and it gets smaller and smaller.
Benoit.
Oh, that's anal.
Wait a minute.
beads.
That's a different kind of beads. I think that goes in the BDSM room. I don't know why it's in here.
Why would it be in there?
Yeah, this is the bedroom.
Oh, true. The BDSM room is bedtime don't say mommy room. I don't know. Right?
Good
Well,
enough.
No, that's not what it stands for at all. What are you
Well,
on
that's
about?
That's why there's beds here.
Yeah, you
No,
wouldn't have
this
to be
is the
tired, would you?
bedroom. The BDSM room is a different room. It's through that door. And a door appears on the wall behind you.
Let's go visit it.
There's not like nightstands or anything in this bedroom.
Yeah. Is there anything?
There's pretty much just the beds. It looks like literally he conjured a bed room.
Uh-huh.
It's just beds everywhere.
Can I? I want to attempt to make a.
You gotta word it in a way like a child would think of it.
I know, but I'm trying to think if I can make friendship bracelets somehow, or one of us can.
It reacts to his thoughts. So if you mention it,
No,
and
I mean. Oh, okay.
if you bring up the idea, they'll appear in
He
this
might,
room
yeah.
or the next.
You know what would be really fun? If we.
Going into the
orgy.
BDSM room.
Sure, we can go in the BDSM room, but you know what'd be really cool in the BDSM room is if there's also arts
An
and
orgy.
crafts. So while
Oh,
there's
no,
like
no
people
orgy?
doing the BDSM, we could do arts and crafts while we wait. I think that'd be pretty cool.
How are you?
Yeah, lots of string and little glass beads with holes going through them, all different
Yeah,
colors.
With like little letters on them, maybe. Yeah.
maybe some
Absolutely, let's go.
gemstones with holes and stuff in that, so you can put string through them.
Yeah.
So he opens the door, and as you enter inside, you see a kind of granny-looking room, like in an old people's home. And you see a bunch of what looks like incredibly buff humanoid donkeys currently stitching.
Okay.
Put other beads and stuff around.
Can I? Oh,
Yeah,
wait, they're
there's beads. They're
donkeys.
sewing beads into it.
There
Can
you
I?
go.
Wait. Are they're donkeys?
Yes.
I'm going to use my bee speech and speak to them. Speak with the animals.
I mean, they are big donkey sewing mules.
Yes. Do they respond when I say hello?
And they
They're
seem
like,
to not really
"Meow."
pay attention.
They
They're too
don't-
busy
they don't say
sewing.
Okay. If I ask them to sew us a friendship sweater or a scarf, can they do that? They don't.
Yeah,
They don't...
they manage to. It looks at you and goes, and starts to sew. But you realize the donkey nor does literally sound like that. It sounds like someone who made it up.
Oh.
It doesn't sound like a donkey.
Right. Okay. I just want it. What I want is I want it to make, or if we can make bracelets or something that we have. This is out of character. Like that we have that we can give to the mage, and then you know when he comes to, we can be like, oh look, we're best friends. You know, because we have the same scarf or the same bracelets or the same.
You
whatever.
and I don't know that he's gonna come to.
No, but we just want to make sure that, like, even if he doesn't,
might
come,
not.
like, we don't know. He might not. I don't know. I just want to make sure that he knows, forever that like we're his best friends.
At this point, I'm thinking we should take a rest and try again in the morning. Not knowing that he might have a mind in the morning, but I'm trying to figure out a way to get him to look for the most valuable areas in this house or manifest them.
Yeah.
And I can't think of the wording for it. And well, every wording I've come up, his mind goes blank on
Treasury.
it.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
but his
Isn't that a
mind goes
base thing?
blank on it every time. We always get the white blank room.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of a different loophole.
I don't know. Yeah, I just want to secure
Actually,
that.
we don't need sleep. We're in the morning still. What am I saying?
Yeah, that's what I was like. Yeah, it's kind of early.
We
Also,
can go to bed.
I just want to make sure he doesn't forget that because we'll have them as items.
Well, we've only been away for like 6 hours.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I've been trying to like get us to make.
Yeah, it's probably
something.
about just afternoon at this point.
Yeah,
Just figuring the time.
I
Yeah.
keep forgetting what time it is. We started the fight near the beginning of the day.
Yeah. So.
For some reason, I keep thinking it's nighttime.
So I guess either the mules are gonna make the scarves, or we're
The
gonna
donkey.
make bracelets, or you said donkey mule?
Well, donkeys
Yeah.
are mules.
Yeah.
But they're specifically donkeys first.
Okay, donkey mules are making the scarves.
A
Or are
half
we
donkey,
gonna-
half mule. Okay, get
Okay.
it
I'm
right.
gonna.
Okay.
If I like when he's not
No,
gonna-
they're not. They're two different things. That's why they are donkey mules.
I'm gonna
Okay.
go next to Faye, and I'm gonna whisper in her ear, like, "Do you remember what we're here for?" Because I have no idea.
I have no idea anymore either.
Okay, as long as we're on the same page, and I'm gonna start drawing circles on the ground with my dagger.
when the Mad Mage isn't looking at me, can I like put a gold coin on the floor? No, so it doesn't make a noise. So just place it down there. Put it, make me next to furniture. Make it look like it was there the whole time.
Good.
And then when if he doesn't notice, I'm down more gold. I want to know. Hey, look, found some of your treasure. Maybe we should put it back with the others.
I would say he's distracted easily enough and not going to make you roll for that.
Well, I mean,
Ah, gold. It's shiny, certainly.
should put it with the
Picks
others.
it up. Others.
You gotta have more when you own all
You
of
watch
this.
as the room next door, the one that was currently in the bedroom, starts to melt away and returns to a blank room.
Damn it.
You have one here. It had to have come from some other room.
Yeah. Maybe if you don't think about it, just start walking around, we'll find it by accident. That's what I do
But I
sometimes.
can't. I don't remember where it is.
But just don't
Will
try
you-
and think of it. Just walk
will,
around, do every door we can. We'll just keep walking until we find it.
Can I ask him? I go, can I hold your head for a second? I'm not gonna like hurt him or anything.
Sure. He goes to the ground and he picks up his head and passes it to you.
So he has his neck has no head on it.
No, he has a head, but he's just passed you another one of his heads.
Can I grab the head that
Remember,
is
you can
currently
manifest whatever
on-
you want.
I know, like the one that is on your neck that you're talking to me with.
It's a bit attached.
Yes,
she just
that's
wants
okay.
to play a game,
I just-
but it involves
yeah,
holding
yeah,
your head
yeah.
for a second.
Yeah.
I mean, I suppose so. And he walks over to you, buck naked as the day he was born, struts like a peacock, and then bends
Sure.
over. Okay.
Which way is he bending over?
Which
He's
head
bending
did you-
going forward like a
Which
chicken.
head did you put your hands on?
Oh, like a chicken. Okay, I get you. I
Yeah.
was like, what the heck?
Which head did you just grab?
That's what I was gonna. Okay. Now I'm gonna put my hand on his head, both my hands, and
Okay.
just like try to like, I guess like be like a mother, kind of, and be like, you
Oh, this
definitely.
is a fetish.
You, like I'll be like, there has to be something that brings you lots of joy and things that you pay for this joy with, and there must be a room that has these items. Just try and think really hard, close your eyes.
Suddenly he looks up. I know what you mean.
Oh, yeah.
Suddenly he disappears. And there is a cat sitting to where he was. Woof!
I'm gonna go to the cat and say, Rabbit.
Bark. These are literally the noises coming out, by the way.
Yeah, I love it. I'm gonna go, Ribbit, chirp, chirp.
Bark, bark, lee bark, bark.
Ooh, you're speaking
Nar.
French.
Speaking French.
Yeah, I don't think this is what she meant.
He walks up to Bub. Sniff, 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 sniffers, sniffers.
Sniffer, sniffer.
Twitchy nose, sniff, sniff.
I think it wants you to take off your shoes, babe. No.
I'm gonna put one finger on his forehead and I'm gonna run it across his back all the way to his tail, like real fast on one swift motion. Be like, no, bad.
Woof! As he turns around and takes a shit on the carpet.
Can I attempt to pick up the cat?
I was. I thought you were trying to pick up the shit.
The shit?
Yeah, maybe it's chocolate too.
No, isn't there a broom that's gonna come and clean it up?
No, the broom doesn't come this time.
Oh, okay.
Well, they're playing with the pooping cat dog. It'll look at. I'm gonna go to
Cat
bed
dog?
and like, you sure you can't fix whatever the fuck's wrong with him? Something is obviously wrong with him. Even temporarily, he can't remember something. Thus, we get this white room.
They muted?
Come on.
She's thinking.
Oh, he's shaking.
Me?
Yeah. Phase loading, don't worry.
What did I do?
Buffering.
Yeah, the
I am
progress bar.
buffering. What did I do? I zoned out.
I'm
She's trying to
asking
figure out
you
what
if
the
there's,
hell is
are
going
you
on
sure
currently.
there's nothing you can do to help him, even temporarily? Because obviously
No,
he's
I
trying to
did
remember a
everything I
recalled
could-
memory,
I did
or
literally
there's something
everything.
blocking. We need this room.
I did literally everything I could do. Everything is like wisdom checks for the most part, and he breezes those like no tomorrow.
I'm gonna look at Adriana and be like, did he just turn into a cat?
I'm gonna nod and go, yep.
Woof!
I'm gonna pull the dried fish that I got from Esmeralda, the really spicy one. I'm gonna offer it to the cat.
Oh.
Ew! Sniff, sniff.
Ew, snip, snip.
Being ew, and then I'm gonna like pull some cake. I don't know if it's poison or not.
Oh,
I'm gonna offer it to
boy.
him again.
Well, he's like on 1 hit point probably.
I like cake.
Well, if he's a cat now, yeah.
I want to leave an echo in this room.
Sure. You
Wanna
leave an
test-
echo in the previous room.
I'm curious about something.
Does cat dog take my cake?
Cake? Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
What if we
Oh, he doesn't want
zoned
anything
of
from me.
truth
Awesome.
him?
You could try.
You could try anything if you got the spell ready.
I don't.
No.
I don't.
Well, there goes that idea.
Well, if you remember, I did say you can short spells and short rest if you so wished.
Yeah.
Just
No,
because
we-
it's more
You
utility
wanna take a
spell.
30-minute nap?
If we're gonna take
What?
a short, we could take a short rest and try and take him in new ways. Maybe he'll remember something.
I'm gonna look at the cat and I'm gonna tell him, you're starting to look tappable.
Can I, Oh.
He breaks the concentration on polymorph, and suddenly, as you're looking down at the cat, you find yourself face to face with his Winky.
Am I not
With his
holding
winky?
it?
Yep.
Am I not
staring at it.
holding the cat?
I am face to face with his peepee.
Yeah, you're looking
Yep.
at straight at his one-eyed monster.
I'm gonna grab one finger, I'm gonna poke his left ball and be like, no, bad.
Roll an attack roll against his AC.
my god.
Okay, the AC's gotta be higher because he's specifically aiming at the left testicle.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got
And-
3/4 cover.
Gordon's coming. And he's packing.
Like with my dagger? Because I don't have a
Oh, you said you
No, it's
poked.
an unarmed strike. That's strength.
Yeah, you said you poked him.
Yeah, it's an unarmed strike. That's strength.
Come on, roll a
that.
crit. Roll a crit. Testicular torsion.
Roll a crit on poking his nut.
Please,
How do I roll that?
Please do it.
help.
Just strength. Right?
Yeah, it's just a
Just
strength
strength.
roll.
Just strength.
Yeah,
roll.
just roll strength.
Well, it's a -1, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
10.
so close.
Because he still technically has mage armor up, you missed. Just a
Okay.
small blue barrier appears over his bollock as you try to press it.
Even if he didn't
just
have
pulled
mage
his-
armor, how can his armor be lower than 10?
He
I
just
thought it
pulled
was
his
just-
ball back into his body, like, what? Oh my god, have you seen that video? It's horrible.
No,
No.
I don't know what you're watching.
There's a video of a guy that
Yeah,
No,
I don't know.
No,
pulled
no.
his testicles
No.
inwards.
We're live
No.
right now.
Okay.
Don't need to hear that. Jill.
Don't need to. Okay, so I missed, but did I get a reaction from him?
No.
Okay.
So I asked a few. We got to the same white room a couple times. There's something being held back here. How do we get him to remember? Does anybody have a spell for remembering, or maybe the zone of truth, or
Yeah, zone truth might be. a
Could
thing,
try
but-
zone of truth.
if we take an hour break or a short rest, you can rearrange your spells.
But I'm just going on a limb here.
Good night,
Every crazy person believes 100% what they're
Yeah,
saying.
what they're saying. I know.
So
I know.
for,
yeah.
for them, what they're saying is the truth. We might not get anything out of it.
I know, but it's better than just sitting here. There's something being held back, so maybe it's the truth, but not the truth.
I want the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
You can't handle the truth. You can only handle left testicles.
So are we short
Yes.
resting or not?
I mean,
Yes.
we're right here.
I should have just had a question for him, but I don't remember. If we're short resting, before I take a short rest, I would have rolled for a second wind, because it comes back on a short rest.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yay! I got it back.
Oh, for some reason I only have 9 out of 15 spells prepared anyways.
Hey, it didn't give me my health.
Yeah, I just do these things.
Oh, it used to do.
No,
that.
you're max health now.
Yeah, I just needed 5. Fuck, I just thought of maybe a way.
Well,
You
I'll
see,
let you
he's-
try one more thing before I call it, and then you can have a week to think about what you can do to him. So, are you
Fuck
casting
it,
Zone
let's
of
have an
Truth?
orgy.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
first
just
of all-
realized that a lot of my spells weren't even on, so.
It's fine.
If you got any better ideas other than Zone of Truth, or you can try that too. What do you want?
No, I'm trying Zone of Truth on him.
But don't one of you guys have? I can't have detect thoughts. I can't remember. Or both of you.
I do, but if his
Yeah, I-
thoughts are scrambled, what am I gonna detect? The same thing that he's telling us.
Well, a lot of crazy people think of random things, even though they don't say random things. They say
Well,
different.
I
random
feel
things.
like if he's technically cursed himself to not be able to.
I don't know that.
I'm going off of what I'm seeing in front of me, and what Sketch has already told us.
He didn't tell us that. He told you that.
Well, for me knowing that he kind of put a spell on himself, sorta, but not really, but because I
But you
could
would
just.
know is now running out.
Huh?
Oh, damn it.
What?
I think Zom.
Wait,
goes
rested
to
for an
double
hour.
memory.
So,
I
you
know.
I'm kidding.
I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, it's
I don't think
almost.
she realized
yeah,
you're
it's
holding back
almost running
information
out.
from us.
No, he said it's. I'm sorry, I'm tired. He said it was almost running out. He said that earlier. It's only gonna last an hour.
I know, but you specifically told us you weren't going to tell us, so we don't know that.
We don't know that.
I know. I was joking. I wasn't
Oh, wait.
actually serious.
Wait, about what?
Oh.
About not telling you. I was joking. I was being sarcastic
You
when
all
he
went
said
under the
that.
assumption you weren't.
Yeah, we were. So
Yeah.
we were like, we had to play dumb.
Anywho. The thing's wearing
Well,
off.
If you cast the
now.
Zone of Truth,
Oh,
Everyone.
after- Yeah.
fails the saving throw willingly and starts telling the truth in everything.
Wait, everyone. I don't fail. I don't fail
Yep.
willingly.
Because we've got 5 minutes, I want to speed up.
Okay, I fail willingly.
I fail willingly.
What do you ask?
Zombae had.
Probably would have failed anyways. My charisma was -1.
Yeah, what do you ask?
Give
Zombae, what do you
me, well, I want to know where he keeps his most prized possessions. Is that what
He
we're
looks
going
at you
with?
dead in the eyes. I don't know.
All right, well,
And it's definitely
everyone,
the truth.
tell me one truth about themselves while we're here.
Adriana said hers.
Yeah, friends tell friends secrets. Is there one thing you can tell us that you haven't told anybody else? That you do know?
Why would I tell you? I didn't cast the spell on myself.
Well,
It's a
Sketch made it
zone.
on everybody.
It's a 15-foot
Yep.
radius.
And I wasn't talking to you, I was talking to him technically.
Yeah.
He looks at you and goes, Strahd has a fear of ponies.
But I thought you said he was
Ponies, eh?
carrying around a pink pony.
Yes, that's
Interesting.
his trick. You carry around a pink pony and no one thinks you're scared of ponies.
Did you wipe
It's
your
reverse
memory?
psychology.
Did you wipe
People
your
throw nude at
memory
him.
because you're afraid of Strahd getting information?
Say that again?
Did you wipe your memory because you're afraid of Strahd getting information?
He doesn't know he wiped his memory.
No.
I used Mind Blank to protect myself. But
Yeah, we're
I
thinking
don't know
that.
what. I don't think I know what's stopping me from remembering things, though.
Can you remove
Since
it?
we
Do you
now
hate
kind of know,
Strahd?
since we now kind of know because she just told us, presumably, and we would know roughly when it ends. We have somebody. Can one of you guys cast detect thoughts just as it's ending, just in case he starts turning hostile on us on a dime?
Yeah.
Knowing now that we're not really just friends.
I'm gonna straight up ask him, why do you ask? Why do you hate Strahd?
I don't remember.
Would you like to be friends with the people who also hate him?
Of course.
And would you?
Could
help
I hate
people?
him so much?
But you would help people if that want to take him out, right?
I would. No. I need something. What do I need?
What do you need?
I can't remember.
Would you remember for his food snack?
I'm
I'm gonna be very.
missing something very important.
I'm gonna be prepared in case he gets his mind back.
You're
I
missing
prepared
friend.
detect thoughts.
You know Mind Blank has fallen off.
What?
Oh.
It seems Mind Blank just keeps him from being altered by any magic memory spells. Or those that would remove magic memory spells.
Yeah, I
So
said
he
I
remembers
prepare
now.
this for when it ends.
Yeah, it has ended.
So we know he now has his mind back.
No, he's still mad.
But he's now
my God.
vulnerable to whatever we attempted before, greater restoration.
Yes.
But I think you need a long rest for the actual components to cast this time. Unless you got a second divine intervention.
No.
Can you afford a greater restoration? I don't know if we can. I can't remember the.
It's a 5th level spell. I have 2 slots.
What about the components?
It's 100 gold
It's
pieces
100
cast.
gold.
Well,
Yeah,
I think
that's
it's
pretty steep.
it's steep, but I think it's worth it. At
Hey.
worst, it's a guy we have to kill, and we know we can kind of take on.
I'm gonna look at him.
He's an ally.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at him and I'm gonna ask him, would you happen to have like 100 gold pieces laying around? I'm falling into like a little bit of debt and I need to pay back, otherwise some bad people are gonna go after me.
Yeah, you want to help a friend, right?
Yeah, the only problem is, Bip, you can't lie whilst in a zone of truth.
I'm not lying. I am
Bob has
saying
no money.
exactly the truth. I have
but
no
Bob has-
money.
Yeah. Bob isn't
Hey.
lying.
Bob gave me all her money earlier.
And
a
he
long time ago.
and he is a bad man that he might go after me, and he maybe has money that I can borrow to pay back.
Yeah. Not wrong.
That's a stretch.
Yeah, I
but
suppose.
Yeah,
It's
he's not
not
lying.
the absolute truth, but it's not a lie.
It's just not the whole truth. So yeah. But it's the
I
truth.
mean, it's definitely creative telling of the truth. Sure, I'll allow it. I don't own gold. Why don't I own gold?
Why?
don't
Yeah, why
have-
not?
Where
Oh,
is
man.
my belonging?
And
How
I'm
do you-
gonna look super sad, and I'm gonna panache him again.
How much? Sketch. How much was my rent again? Do you remember what we?
That would have been 4 gold pieces.
Rent on what? Your house?
A month?
There's
Yeah,
no
yeah, yeah.
landlord left.
Okay.
There's nobody left in the house.
I'm
I think
gonna
it's
go.
free.
My house was 4 gold a month, so yours has got to be
day.
at least that, or a day. Sorry, 4 gold a day. So you had to have gold to pay something. No.
I mean, that makes sense, but I don't remember.
Okay, then. I think we should, if we're gonna help you get your memories back, and I want to say, if Bae can cast Greater Restoration, you would have to pay for it, while the rest of us are ready in case he gets a little hostile with his new memories. And if you want to end it there, I don't know.
Yeah.
And have that detect thoughts ready, just so you know when he turns on a dime on our asses. We've already seen polymorph. We saw some bubble shield. He's obviously able to cast some high level shit.
Did I see him like? And he did that with no verbal component, right? Sketch.
Yeah, he seemed to be talking to you and then suddenly stopped mid-sentence and then teleported somewhere.
Your mage hand's
Wow.
fisting me.
So he's a very powerful caster.
Mage hand's fisting me.
Ayo.
Ayo, ayo.
Do you wish to cast Greater Restoration for 100 gold then?
That's my plan. I don't know, unless you want to take a long rest.
Sure.
I don't think that's a good idea. We just took a short rest and it's the middle of the day. Or afternoon, I guess.
Make your choice.
When I have a big problem, I just take a nap. Just take a nap.
I've been
Can
shot.
I
I've been shot. Take a short rest. You'll be fine.
Can I attempt to walk on the ceiling while this is happening?
Yeah, you can take a walk on the ceiling.
Can
Like,
you
I'm
just
just
fly
gonna
up to
walk
the
up-
ceiling?
No, I just walk on
As
the
Okay.
May spends the while to cast Greater Restoration, costing the 100 gold pieces,
Pretty sure he's
You
not
see
gonna
this
return.
moment of euphoria seem to overcome the Mad Mage. You can see as his face seems to go from fear to some kind of understanding to almost a moment of bliss that what seemed to be a nightmare is suddenly over. As he looks around and goes, "I remember everything.
You
Good
remember
lord, what kind of state was I in?"
And you remember we did not harm you after you stopped harming us.
Yeah.
I remember
Yeah.
you stabbed me.
After you threatened
What?
us.
I healed you 3 times.
I didn't do any damage to you because I knew that you were smart enough.
I
put my
just
hand
made
up
you
at him on the ceiling.
vulnerable and insulted you a
You're
little.
still all in a zone of truth, I think.
I didn't do. Yeah,
I
but
healed him
didn't-
3 times.
Actually, no, I'm on the ceiling.
He looks
I
at
gotta
you
be
and is
honest.
like, "Yes, I'm aware that I attacked you first. I apologize. I wasn't in my correct mind, it seems."
We brought you home and took care of you.
Well, you put a
I
spell
gotta say,
on yourself.
for
Under
the very
false
first
pretenses.
time, since we started this campaign, I didn't stop it.
True.
And for a moment, whilst the relief is still on his face, suddenly he looks downwards and goes bright red. And that's where I end it.
Because he's naked.
naked.
No, he's naked. Yeah, we knew that though.
And that's where I end it.
I gotta say, I never moved from that spot, so I'm still at crutch level staring at his wee wee, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.